Oh, wait, we're started. Hey, this is Gaming with a Side of Salt. We are live tonight, Friday, at a time. We're here. How is everybody? Am I
I
muted?
have this halting thing going on right now. What
Do
is that?
what?
You good? You holding together?
I'm holding together. I'm doing fantastic.
That feels like sarcasm.
Yeah, well, I'm here, so I got no pictures in the background over here. Kids drew those, so I hung them up. They're nice. Anyway, how is everybody doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for the weekend to be a thing. So there's that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're not gonna have to work on the weekend, are you? Yeah.
Not this weekend, no. Well, we'll see because I do have a project that's kind of in limbo. There's this one guy I call the monster because all of his figures take longer than everybody else's because they're always like ridiculously technical, and then he changes his mind after the first draft, which is awesome. You're like, oh yeah, all of those very specific angles and things that I asked for, and all of those very specific dimensions. Let's change all the numbers. Like, okay, so now nothing works. It's okay. So yeah. So that's still out, but I'm thinking maybe he won't bother me until Monday. Knock
Yeah,
on proverbial wood.
that's good. I mean, I'm always like, look, if I don't hear from anybody, things must be good.
What is this?
So this is the
Are we
meme
just
of the
starting off
day.
with me being mad?
Yeah, this is the meme of the day. Okay.
Oh, okay, this is a meme. Okay.
I mean, it's not really the meme, but it might as well be a meme. So this is All Will Rise. It's one of those. It's one of those games.
Is it like the coyote game?
No, it's like that. Yeah. So apparently, actually it reminds me more of, I guess, Phoenix Wright than anything, because it's about like going after a billionaire, like suing a billionaire, going to court after somebody gets killed or something like that, from what I understand. Um, but anyway, that's not the funny part or anything. Like, it's whatever. It's one of those self-described narrative courtroom deck builders. The fuck that is, I don't
I
know.
was about to
So
ask what that was because
I
that
know what a
makes
deck builder is, and I know what a narrative courtroom game is because Phoenix Wright exists, and they're the best versions of that.
yeah.
Uh, I don't know what happens when you combine the two, but it's okay. Anyway, to take on a corrupt billionaire to court for a Rivers murder. I'm not sure what a Rivers is. I thought it was a person, but now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like
No,
they
the
damned a
river
river.
is it's lowercase. That mean, and the a in front of it indicates it's a common noun, meaning
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
live, a river, a tree,
I
a.
thought river was a name for a second. They just miswrote this, but now that I'm reading it again, I think they're talking about an actual river.
Let's
Anyway,
see. What does this say? Speculative Agency, the independent developer and publisher behind the upcoming game, has now announced that as part of the No Games for Genocide boycott,
yeah, that's
it
this
has
is just the
broken its
funny part.
contract with Microsoft and will be returning funding to the EXA. Oh, so it's not going to happen because
So
sure, that's why.
apparently
That's why.
they're on some kind of no games for genocide boycott. First thing I've ever heard of it, by the way. Oh, I gotta fix the damn one hair that is on my head that is tickling my nose. Yeah. Anyway, so but yeah, the fact that there was a no games for genocide boycott, which I know nothing about until tonight when I saw this, and the fact that they're giving back all the money that Microsoft gave them, I guess, to develop this thing, it's just like, okay, so this is never getting done. Got it.
It's really not. But
Uh,
okay, but it got successful crowdfunding, so all of that money is gone then?
I have no idea. Like, you would think if they had enough money to make this thing finished or whatnot, they wouldn't need Microsoft money. But they
Oh
took
no, but
Microsoft
see,
money for a reason.
but
And
see
they're
the
breaking their contract with Microsoft. So my question is, do they, one, have the money to even give back? Like, did they use it already? And two, when you break a contract with Microsoft, usually they take more than they've given you when you break those contracts. But
I don't
I
know,
mean,
but
they're putting their money where their mouth is, I guess. So good
well,
on them
I'm
to
thinking that
stand up
they've
for their
this
thing.
this sounds like cap, honestly. Like this sounds like it's like, "Oh yeah, we don't wanna, fund things that are complicit in genocide nonsense." And I'm like,
Oh,
I
that is
don't think that
blinding.
any place has really changed their tune so much that why are you blinding us? Um,
Because this is apparently what it links to when you click no games for genocide.
yeah, they're like the
This is
genocide
their
on your
web
eyes.
page. It's
We reject all genocide.
nogamesforgenocide.com. Find out how you can take action now. The game industry is complicit in genocide. It's time to divest. No Games for Genocide is a group of game walkers, activists, and union organizers, and journalists who care about the games industry, Palestine, and all her people living under the violence of colonialism and imperialism. We're working to end the material and commercial ties between the game industry and enabling genocide, war crimes, and the military industrial complex.
These are bored people with no real problems in their
Yeah,
lives.
seriously. Like, these people have. The worst problem they had was finding a bench at a park so they could sit down and eat or something.
Yeah,
Uh,
with their Starbucks and their
it's
iPhones.
like
Yeah.
I don't know how many times we have to go through this. It's like these people are one they're completely nuts. Like if there was a real genocide happening, there would be nobody left at this point.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
for a genocide, they've been doing really damn bad job at
Yeah,
genociding
since the
people.
population increased,
It's
yeah,
been
that
going
was
for years.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, if you want like, if they talked about, like, I don't know, Iran or,
yeah,
the things going on with, Pakistan and Afghanistan, then I'd be like, "Okay, maybe you guys are just, like, super anti-war and all of that stuff." But no, it's literally just Palestine. I'm like, "Okay, alright,
yeah,
so this is just a
and
pet
everything's a
project."
war crime nowadays, so it doesn't matter.
I'm surprised they don't have anything
Like,
out there for with, something in regards to ICE, you know?
oh, I'm sure it is somewhere down here. This is a large document. You may not be able to see it. It's a decently sized one, but it's blinding. I'm
Yeah.
sure it has something to do with ice down here. But I like saw Mini Hassan apparently like in an interview with somebody. Who was it? I think it was Piers Morgan,
Mhm.
and he was just like, are you glad that the guy who was over Iran or whatnot was dead?" And he just never would answer it.
It was,
Just
Mehdi
always, he
Hasan.
was making every excuse
Yeah.
in the book to not answer that. And it's like it's a simple yeah. Well, no, it's not a simple yes or no. Are you glad that Osama bin Laden was dead? Oh, yes, yes. Okay, well, what about this? Well, it's not as simple as a yes or no because if I say yes, then that means I'm okay with his son taking over, and I'm okay with Trump and his illegal killing of him. And it's like no, like none of that stuff has to be added to it. Nobody,
It
no
really doesn't.
qualifiers was necessary.
Look, I mean, okay, here's a prime example, which is gonna be super triggering, so that's totally why I'm gonna say it.
All right.
I am totally happy that I am here in the United States. The broken road through which my family came here, though, was, is a sad, sad tale of, a lot of exploitation and such, but I'm glad that I'm here. I'm not saying that those things were good, but also glad I'm here, and that's okay. I think that it's okay to say that sometimes bad things can lead to good results, even if you don't like those things, you know? And I think that that's okay. I mean, America's still an awesome country, and, we fought to we actually fought to actually, change our awful ways, you know? Well, the bad things that we did do. I mean, we did good things too. But everybody says good things and bad things. It's just these are just virtue signalers. They want their name out here. They want to feel like they're doing good things. Soft, not weak. Games transformed. People make games. Girl mode. Game
Listen,
assist. Red. I
most of the modern audience is already signed up.
Speaking of modern audience, shall we go to?
We'll get there. Don't worry. I was looking at this girl mode podcast because it said girl mode, and at first I was like, "The fuck is girl mode?" And it's an organization called that. So, but yeah.
No, it's not girls. It's two trans people.
Oh,
It's
oh,
two guys.
okay. My bad. It's two guys.
Yeah, because I was like,
Um,
girl mode.
okay,
That doesn't sound like
two
something girls do.
guys who want to be girls doing a girl mode podcast. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, guys. It really does, actually. That makes
So
perfect sense
offensive and
for all
annoying.
of this. Listen, these people are insufferable. Like, the White House did another thing, but with Wii Sports recently. I'm sure
Mhm.
you saw it. These
Oh,
people are
I
tripping
did.
off like no tomorrow. They are so insufferable. Nintendo, are you signing off on this? It's like, guys, really, Nintendo, you need to not make a statement for one, because you already did. And two, you guys are insufferable asshole. Like, I don't, they need to just go in the box.
This is the behavior of people who didn't grow up with brothers and don't understand. Like if you grew up with a brother, you know that sometimes I'm sorry, not sometimes, almost all the freaking time when he does something, the worst thing you could do is react and go, "Why did you do that?" He is looking for this reaction and he thinks it's funny. Cry more, cry harder, and he will laugh and drink your tears. Like,
Yeah, like if anything, that is how the Nintendo account should react at this point, because eventually they're going to use another thing,
mhm,
right? And these insufferable little they're not even assholes; they're little bitches, I guess is the best way to put it. Because
yeah.
anyway, these insufferable people are going to chirp again the same way, and the only thing Nintendo can do at this point is just to put them on display and laugh at them.
Yeah.
Like, that
Well,
would get
also they
them
are
to
funny.
stop, otherwise they'll do it again. Because that's the only reason they're doing it now, is because Nintendo actually made a statement going, "We are not affiliated with blah blah blah, this, that, and the other." It's like, no, Nintendo, you need to pick some of these fuckers, quote tweet them, and laugh at them. Call them
I don't think
retarded,
that
do
so
something, and
okay, so
just
the thing
laugh at them.
the thing is that Nintendo's base is not based enough for that though. Like
No, it's
Nintendo's
not.
base is usually young kids or
See, they're
they're
not
they're
gonna
not
know.
like the edgy boys, you know. And right now, this current administration is appealing very aggressively to the edgy boys. They're like, "Look, masculinity is back, baby, for good
Well,
or for ill,
Wendy's
whatever."
would do it.
Huh?
Wendy's would do it. Their account manager
Well,
would
yeah,
laugh.
but Wendy's knows who their audience is. And I think that Nintendo is trying to be a family brand. They're like, we don't want to lean into like,
I know,
edgy
but
kind of
it's
humor.
internet stuff, and let's face it, like 90% of their player base isn't even going to see it. Like,
This is
I
true.
guarantee if like a good chunk of the people like never even know about this because they're not even on Twitter.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that the backlash against it would be loud, and because of the fact that our media would probably amp that, it might come to the attention of the normie
Normies,
zeitgeist, you know?
I don't know.
You
What do
have
you
to
mean?
confirm you're not a bot.
Really,
Yeah,
really?
really, really, really. They don't trust
Fuck you,
you, Zia.
YouTube.
You are untrustworthy.
Obvious. Okay. This
Oh,
is a 40-minute video. We are not watching that. We're talking about cloud storage for some reason.
what?
Now, the title of this is Why We're Boycotting Xbox. Maybe you should too.
What's the like to dislike ratio on that?
Um, it is 18 up and 461 down. I'm assuming
Humanity
nobody's
is
even
doomed.
seen this yet. That's probably why.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I don't think that Microsoft is a great company, just not for the
This
reasons
was
that
2 months
they think
ago.
it's not a great company.
Yeah, this is 2 months ago. People make games.
Mhm.
It's got about 500,000 subs there. I'd say nobody's really.
500,000 subs?
Yeah,
Oh, then in that case, never mind.
yeah, they got like almost 500,000, or a little over 500,000. I'd say most people don't even know. This was put out 2 months ago in December. Like, nobody's seen this.
You know that's like 4 months ago, right?
So, um, look, I'm going with what the thing said. It said 2 months ago, a
Well,
second ago.
3, but still.
Yeah. Um, it's a platform that's a weapon, no less than that. What is the Xbox boycott? 10 minutes to get into why we're boycott. What the boycott is.
I don't care. I mean, look, if you don't want to support something, that's fine. If you're going to be a twat waffle about it, it's going to be
Hot
obnoxious and
waffle.
we're going to
That's a
think you're
good
a twat
word.
waffle.
I like that one.
I mean,
Anyway.
I like there are reasons to not buy things, to not get things, to be like, "You know what?
Oh
This
yeah.
goes against
I
my
mean,
values. I'm totally not
listen.
going to do it."
I mean, if you want to boycott, boycott. That's fine. We did it too. We've done it before in the past,
Hi, Bud
and
Light,
they
or
get really mad.
yeah.
Um,
But
I
the thing
don't.
is that it's this whole long 40-minute scold that they put out that's kind of just like, see, this is where you get into twat waffle territory. This is why you're
Yeah.
kind of obnoxious. Just ugh. But whatever.
But anyway, so yeah. Boycott Xbox for
I wonder if that's gonna
Palestine,
work like the boycott
guys.
of Twitter went.
Yeah. Um, to what?
I said, I wonder if that's gonna work like the boycott of Twitter.
I have no idea. It's probably going to work like the boycott of what is it, Harry Potter? If anyone actually notices this thing, like
Yeah.
I feel like nobody, just given the look at this video and stuff,
Hmm.
and I haven't seen anybody ever talk about it yet, and it's been out for like almost 4 months. Nobody's
Yeah.
noticed this whole boycott. I'm sorry. Nobody has noticed it. It has no traction whatsoever. I mean, you go to their little forum here, they've got like 2,000 signatures or 3,000 signatures on it. It's like nobody's noticed this thing. I don't expect it to do anything. It's just a bunch of woke scolds, doing their free Palestine from the river to the sea kind of, you know, pat on the back thing so they can say, at least we tried.
Yeah, it's a very much a I am raising this virtue flag. Please to notice my flag. Have you seen my flag? My flag says virtue on it. I'm super virtuous. Oh, by the way, I've got a flag. Like, okay, dude, we got it. You
So
think well of yourself.
I thought this was funny. Apparently, Blue Sky CEO Jay Grabber is stepping down. And then somebody said, Elon has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever right now. And I really wish he would. Like, I know he's probably not, but Elon, man, listen, you need to own Blue Sky too. Just maybe you just need to give it a little more time or something. I don't know how they are like on the marketplace or whatnot. I don't know if they're publicly or privately traded right now, but just, just think about it, Elon. How great would it be to own X and own Blue Sky? Just imagine the memeability of all that. And we know you love to troll. Just think about it, man. Just think about it.
I don't know, man. Like it wouldn't be as funny though because I mean they have to be able to go to their quote unquote safe space and be able to wah at each other for a little while, and then we can just
No,
kind of like go
well,
over there, see what they're up to, and mock them.
that could be the best thing. Is like he just leaves it as is, right?
Hmm.
And then maybe he stealth changes some things, the whatever, so it aligns more around the same as X. He just
But the
doesn't
thing is,
do anything with
but the
it
thing
and
is, he
doesn't
could
tell anyone.
never tell them though. Like he could never make a public statement because as soon as they found out that Elon owns it, they'd be like, "We're gonna take our ball and go home." So that would.
I know, but I mean that's the reaction I want because I want them to melt down from it. But I mean, it would be great if he just like keeps it all the same and doesn't do anything. It's like, yes, I do own it, but it's still yours.
Yeah.
And then he starts doing changes behind the scenes, little by little. It's like when they changed the background to eBay from yellow to white.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just little increments, day by day, until they realize that Blue Sky and you know, whatever is all one same thing. I don't know. Anyway, I think it'd still be funny because they'd be upset, and then somewhere it's like people were talking about how, well, then they'll just go to Mastodon. It's like, listen, they had a chance to go to Mastodon last time, and what did they do? They made fucking Blue Sky. And then they
Yeah,
made block bots and started blocking each other on Blue Sky. So the place has been going downhill ever since. And then you've got people going like, "There's nobody ever on Blue Sky. Why is nobody over here? We're supposed to be over here." And they only go over there when they have to hug box for the most part.
I know.
It-
It's really really funny.
It's like they hug box over here on X just to go over to Blue Sky to tell everybody how horrible we are.
I
I'm being attacked by a bunch of racists right now.
You're just there like, dude, like you can have an echo chamber over there, because the thing is that everything you do over there, you come over to X and tell everybody like we're doing this and it's so great. Like, okay, cool. And then they go over there and do it, and then they keep nobody cares. So
Oh,
they
we
go
want
back
to
to
point and
X and then
laugh.
complain
We
about
care
it.
enough to laugh at it. Oh, all right, all right. So, shall we talk about our modern agendas?
We need to talk about it.
We should talk about our modern agendas because we care about gaming and fun, not modern agendas. That is not the picture I thought it was. Damn it, that's Night Path. Wrong picture.
Well, that's how it started,
Okay,
and then
okay.
this.
So let's try this again. This is how it started, and then you had this one here. Here's the one I was looking for, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, I got my pictures messed up.
He's old
Oh,
man
but
Geo. It's all right.
listen, I'm
Don't
old man
forget to
C.
wish list and note the release date on your modern agenda. Okay.
Listen, I was there for the past several days waiting for this thing. I was
Hmm.
there in every post, just like, yeah, let's do this, and then finally, the social media manager noticed me. They liked my post. I was like their only hype man that morning. Oh,
That was funny.
let's
They were
see.
super. They were just basking in this wish list number like it meant anything.
Where? Like, who was doing this? Were we all just wish listing it to watch it go
I
down?
think
Is
so.
that what happened?
Yeah, it's like bookmarking something.
Yeah, it's like we did that just to bookmark it to see what it would do. Which, I mean, is possible. I never even thought about using the wish list like that.
Me
Well, I
neither.
mean, I guess technically it kind of is because I've got like 50 some things wish listed, but I'm also waiting for them to go on sale. So, yeah, no. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah.
The modern audience, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was expecting them to do a bit more than that.
I was too, actually. I thought it was gonna
Um,
hit at least 1,000. But from what I
but
understand from, when I was watching someone playing through it, and it looks slow and clunky, and
yeah,
the
I
the
meant to play the demo and never got to it because I was working.
it's
And it's no
you can't
different
change
from
your
the
keybinds,
demo.
so there's that. That was something that the person who was playing it was really pissed off about, and just like things that you would normally expect to kind of be there, like, the action wasn't great. Like, forget the story.
Is there
Let's
a
say that you
dog
love
trying
this
to
story,
throw up?
you just
Hold up.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. Let me mute myself.
So let's say that you love this story, and well, you don't love the story, and you don't love the voice acting or anything else. If nothing else, you could still have a good experience with the game if the game plays well, if it moves well, if it feels good to play said game. A lot of times though, like, and from what I've seen in this game, it looks like this game was like baby's first action RPG here. If it was even yeah, it is an RPG because you can do
Yeah.
crafting and kind of like build up your sword and change elements of it.
Action RPG esque type.
It's like an RPG light, honestly. Eh. Like, I don't
Um,
think you get like super good. You just get like slightly gooder.
it's a cinematic action adventure game. There
Yeah.
we go.
It, it it's
Tech-
Yeah, it's very, very cinematic. They and it's so self-serious on some of the things, and it's just, "This I vow." Okay. And the facial animations are just not good enough. They're not keeping up with all of the work that's being done. It really would have taken someone who has, the ability to do nuance with the way that the voice actors were talking, because it's stilted, but there's subtext and undertones in a lot of things, and you just don't get that from the faces at all.
Well, I'm surprised they decided to go with the damsel in distress.
Well, I do know that
Story
there's a
beat, to be
twist.
honest, considering why they were chasing that modern audience, and if anyone knows anything about the modern audience, they hate that classic trope because they learned about it all the way back during the tropes versus women thing from Anita, that the damsel in distress was a bad story beat to use.
Okay, A, never expect consistency from girls, and 2, um, it's okay when they do it, because they know how to do it correctly. That's why
Oh,
it's
yeah,
okay.
that's right. It's because it was a woman going after a woman. Yeah, that's
Exactly,
why. Yeah,
exactly.
that's the correct way to go about it. But yeah, apparently your modern agenda got you 427 players. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I heard that it will go up on the weekend because it is just a Friday night at 8:30.
Bro,
Um,
Friday night is the night that you could
now is the
lose.
time to play, guys. Where
It
are you?
is.
Let me refresh that. Maybe we got the wrong thing. No, no, it's still the same. Um, yeah, I this I think it blew. It bombed. Just gonna sit
Yeah.
there.
Well,
Um, did they
yeah,
even make enough money to pay one of those voice actors?
I don't know,
I mean,
man.
I hear voice actors don't get paid much anyway, so how much was this game?
It was $25, I believe.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
20 or 25, yeah. Yes, because it was on sale for, like, 21.99, I think, last weekend.
I'm waiting for Steam to load up for a second. Where'd Steam go? Did I hit the
Yeah, but
wrong
it's
button somewhere?
interesting, so I've been watching Steam charts, which we're gonna talk about later, but, for just kind of, when people play certain games, and it's just been very, very interesting. Um, but it's odd that this game is going down right now. Like this, maybe everybody who started it has already beaten it, because I've heard it's also not a very long game. So if you bought it and you were like super excited to play it, I don't know, when was it? Yesterday? Um,
Yeah,
then you played through half the story, you probably finished the other half, and they're like, all right, I'm done. Um,
yeah, straight up selling it for 22.
yeah. I I wanna feel bad for them, but they decided to be catty about it, so I don't.
Yeah, I
But,
mean,
it does suck for people to work on something and to try to do a good job, and then they did not do a good job, and then they're kind of like, you get into meme territory, you know?
well, they put themselves in that position, so
Yeah, because otherwise we'd just go like, "Oh, that's too bad." Yeah, sometimes it happens,
yeah. I
There are
mean,
plenty of games that die in obscurity.
the thing is, nobody would have even noticed it. Like, we wouldn't be talking about it. We wouldn't have made fun of it. It just would have came out, would have blew. It would have been one of those things.
Mhm.
And yeah, they had to come out and do their thing. So now we're all watching it, and now we're all laughing about it.
Yeah, no,
Here's your Concord 3.
congratulations. You have gotten our attention. The Eye of Sauron is now upon you. What you gonna do? And what it looks like you're gonna do is wither and die on the vine, and we're going to loll at it because we don't like you, because you're insufferable.
Yeah.
And, yeah, well,
Uh, there's not really much more to say.
not
I mean,
unless you
I
wanna
guess
go
we
into
could
some of the
take.
gameplay
We'll
or
come
something like
back.
that, no. It's
We,
it's a
we'll
never was kind of a
we'll come
thing.
back next week just to look at the Steam chart to see if it bumped up over the weekend.
Do
But
you think it's gonna
aside
be
from
like
that,
relooted?
I don't know. Wait, what did Reloot do?
Not good. I know that.
I know it didn't do good. The way you were saying that, I thought you were about to tell me that Reloaded suddenly jumped up and had like, oh fuck,
I think that Relooted is currently at like, I don't know, 10 players online.
5.
Oh my gosh!
Uh,
It's gonna do better than Relooted.
it did better than Reloaded on launch day.
Yeah.
So
I
at
mean,
least it had that.
to be fair, 1348 looks substantially better than Relooted did.
Oh, it does.
It does.
Um,
The characters look like crap, but that's kind of on purpose. But
I mean,
the
it's doing
scenery
numbers
looks good.
similar to Concord, I think.
Yeah, this will be
Actually,
a
I think
Concord sort
Concord
of
did a
thing.
little better, but
Dang, it wasn't Marathon, guys. This is Concord 3. It was our
this is
dark
Concord
horse.
3. Yeah. Oh gosh. Anyway,
I don't even think
let's
that got Concord numbers, did it?
let's take a look. Can we find the Concord numbers? Do. Oh yeah, we got Concord numbers here. Boop. Concord beat it.
Oh man.
All-time peak was 1 point. Has it been 1.6 years? Like, has it almost been 2 years since Concord came out?
No
No way
way.
time has flown by that quickly.
No, that doesn't seem right. I thought it came out last year.
Let's see. August 2024. And it
Really?
is March 2026. So, yeah.
I guess.
Wow.
Time flies when you're mocking bad games.
Tell me about it. Oh, anyway, so as Highguard shuts down, the ex-dev comes out to show regret for his handling of criticism.
You know, my problem with this whole game, like I actually feel bad for these people, except for the way that they handled it. They were super proud of themselves. They were full of hubris, and that was their
Well,
downfall. You
until
see.
they needed to blame somebody.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing.
Then
When
it
your
was
chips are down
everybody
and
else's
everybody's
fault.
laughing at you and stuff, you probably lash out, but that's not what adults do. And you messed up. You did. You screwed up. And him saying that, let's see. Since I reactivated my account, I'll address the elephant in the room. My now deleted tweet following the Highguard layoff news a month ago was a mistake. I was stressed, devastated, angry, and running on 2 hours of sleep. Then maybe you shouldn't do that like an adult. It was not wise to take my pain to the internet in that volatile state. I stand by the intent behind much of what I said, but I phrased it poorly. See, this is where you're losing some of that sympathy, dude. I'm trying to be on your side. I want to at least feel bad for you. I believe the online discourse around Highguard had some very dark corners that shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Stop it.
Some
Stop it.
very dark
Stop
corners.
blaming the dark net or the shutosphere or anything else. Just say it didn't resonate with the users. We're very sorry. We tried. We'll try again, and we'll rise from the ashes like the phoenix. Just say that. Do not do all of this stuff. This kind of I'm sorry you took it that way kind of stuff. But let's see, it had some very dark corners. They may have accelerated the timeline of our failure beyond the natural outcome of reasonable critique, but it wasn't the primary cause. Okay, and I don't know what that says because your head is in the way. Your
I
giant,
don't
giant
personally
face.
believe the ultimate outcome would have been thoroughly different without it. There were a lot of elements involved. There was no way to know if it would have gone under different circumstances. No, we called it. Like we knew exactly how it was going to happen. So much that we called it ahead of time. And then we watched it happen. Like,
Yeah.
this is how much we knew as gamers. This, the people not in the know knew what was going to happen. And how clueless you, the developer, are, who was right there on the ground and should have saw it happening. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see. I restored my Twitter account a few days ago before the 1 month no recovered data because I value the connections I made on here. I'll be keeping replies locked to accounts I follow for the time being. Anyway, so apparently he also like deleted his Twitter again.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I mean, look, I understand feeling bad that your game bombed and everybody on the internet laughed at you about it. Like it sucks like if you tried your hardest and everything fell apart. Also, you shouldn't be a douche nozzle to other people who didn't do anything to you. You attacked everybody. You claimed these
I mean,
people were the worst sort of humans in the world and it's basically your failure. Maybe they weren't nice to you, but they don't owe you that. They don't know you, dude. Um
there was like 15 things they could have done to avoid this
yeah.
entire scenario, though.
Alpha, a beta,
I mean, and
a
those were
server
the
slam,
just to start with was an alpha and or a beta.
and a server slam because apparently that was a thing too.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done that during a beta weekend, but still,
Yeah.
it's like have a stress test weekend.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, if you would have just had those two things, or at least one of them, like just a beta somewhere along the way, you could have avoided a lot of this because then people could have told you, hey, this isn't good, this sucks, maybe you should change this. But then again, I have a feeling they would have lashed out the exact same way
Yeah.
regardless. Like, you can sit here and tell me that, you wouldn't know it could have been different if we had done things different. Listen, you could have had a beta. People would have told you X, Y, and Z sucks. It needs to be fixed. And you would tell us we don't know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
That's how that would have went.
Yeah.
Like they all have been doing over the past few years.
Yeah.
And then what's going to happen? Your game's going to fail because nobody's going to come play the unfun game because you refuse to make it fun because you
Yeah.
have some grander scope or whatever it is that you
This
think
is
is better than just plain old fun, and then something like Marvel Rival comes out and it's just fun to be fun and it
yeah, I
smacks you
mean,
into the ground.
yeah, this is kind of like when I was talking about, people who hold up their virtue flags.
Yeah,
Just to keep holding up a virtue flag. Well, these guys were holding up their flags, but they were holding them up at each other and saying, "Our game is good." And we're like, "Our game is good. Our game is good." Yes, but did I tell you that our game is good? Oh, by the way, my game is good. So they didn't really want to hear it. They didn't want to think anything quote unquote negative. And I'm like, sometimes criticism is good. Like there are times where it goes over and above. Sometimes people just crap on things just to crap on them. I understand that there actually is a sort of glee in that as well, and
yeah.
it's a darker part of the human psyche. I get it, but we should all fight against our demons. Blah blah blah, whatever. But you guys needed to, and the thing is that how toxically positive it was just because of the fact that he reacted so badly. It was just like getting sideswiped by a train. He was
Oh
not
yeah.
prepared for
It's
that.
like they were not expecting that.
They weren't.
People came in and was like, this sucks. It takes too long to do this. 3v3 on these maps are not good. Why are you breaking boulders and mining in a first person shooter and all this other stuff? And they were just like, the fuck? Oh,
Yeah. They were
why
like,
are
"But
you
our game is
complaining?
good. Don't you
We've
see
got
my flag?
lightning in a bottle.
Our game is good." So yeah.
Yeah.
You just
And
you
then
just
they
don't
came out, they're
understand.
like, everyone who played the game before we launched absolutely loved
I'm
it.
like, "You mean
And it's
people who
like,
worked for you?"
okay, great. You had internal testing with your team and they loved the game they made because they made it for themselves. But if you wanted other people to play it, you probably should have thought of what, the general populace wanted
Mhm.
out of it before you launched it. Because if they're not playing it, guess what? You launched a dead game.
Yeah.
And now you're closing up studios as of last night or yesterday. You closed up shop and you're not going to reopen.
Yeah. I honestly think that this is kind of how, Marathon avoided becoming Concord 3. Well, yeah, Concord 3 because it's before 1348. But, because now 1348 is Concord 3, and it's hilarious. But, yeah, I still don't think Marathon's gonna be Concord. I think it's going to be more like, Shadows.
Destiny.
I think I put something in on Concord though.
I think it's going to be more like Destiny too at this point. Um,
No, because Destiny 2 took a long time to die, and it's actually like they killed it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like,
aside from the fact that they're
if they
doing
stopped
similar
releasing new
things,
content, it would have done better. It's
listen, they're
act
doing the same microtransactions in Marathon that they did try to pull off in Destiny.
Oh,
Like,
that's great.
who in their right mind goes, look, I know when we introduced these shaders and stuff and made them like one per use, everybody absolutely hated it. But that was like 5 years ago. They're not gonna remember, right? So let's do it again with these stickers and
With
decals. Nobody's
feeling.
gonna know. And it's like, what do you mean I unlocked a digital skull sticker and I can only put it on one fucking gun? Are you kidding me? It's a digital thing. Why can't I not put it on my entire every loadout? I can do that in Halo. In Halo, I can unlock it's just like, really, guys, you really thought
I
you were going to do it again?
And the thing about that is that, like, I don't think that I would like, I'm not sure what what the logic is in that world, but from what I understand, if you go into a match with a gun and get raffle stomped, and you die, you don't have that gun anymore. So let's say that you spent time and money on a cosmetic and you died in the match. Well, is your gun now gone along with the cosmetic that you just spent money on?
I don't know, but we'll get to that later, I guess.
Well, I
Right
didn't
now,
put
let's.
anything on about that because I didn't think about it.
Yeah, we started to pivot into it. It's like the last thing on the agenda is marathon up here.
Oh, well, I was just comparing as to why marathon
I know,
actually
I know, I
seems
know,
to
but I
not be
was starting to
completely
go off on marathon for a second, or I started to, and I was like, hold up, we gotta hold. We gotta
wait,
hold.
guys, we actually do kind of have a structure to the show.
Yeah, we do a little bit of a structure. Anyway, so Nintendo has
Alright, today on
has
the section of Nintendo Why.
no, it just launched this game. That's it. That's all. It's a cozy game.
What is it?
It's their it's Poketopia.
Oh,
It's
Pokopia.
it's like a Harvest Moon clone,
What is that?
Sunhaven clone type deal.
Okay.
Except for you're controlling a Ditto and you're doing this thing here.
Oh my gosh, this is
You're
gonna make
you're
all the
farming.
dollars,
There's
isn't it?
Pokemon evolved. What is that game called that Chad had me play with him? Dink, 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 dink.
And Chad
Dinkum.
loves his
That's it.
sim games. Ugh.
Huh? It's this game here.
Mhm.
Dinkum.
Dinkum.
Except for it's the Pokemon variant of it,
Mhm.
essentially. You're revitalizing an area, you're building it up, you're bringing people in, you're farming, you're doing all that stuff. That's what this is, except for this is the Aussie variant of it, right? And
Okay.
it's not Pokemon related. But no, that's Dinkum, and this is Poketopia. Poketopia is the same thing as just the Pokemon variant of it. On top of that, I think Power World was also working on a game similar to this too,
Yeah.
except for this one launched first. So, uh,
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? Gotta respect the game. But you know what the thing is though? I'm like, that thing actually is probably gonna make a decent amount of money. And the fun thing would be if you could actually like port some of your progress over towards your other Pokemon properties or games that
oh
you have.
well, I mean, it's like its own standalone thing, and it is nice to see Pokemon get out of its wheelhouse a little bit.
Yeah. And do
Is it
something fun.
something
I
that
mean, they have
Pokemon
these.
doesn't like? It does occasionally, right? Like it did that TCG game back on the Game Boy Color. It did the Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, which I didn't care for. So it has those games. So it doesn't really come out of its comfort zone very often, but when it does, this was a smash hit. It really was. Like people absolutely went crazy for this game.
Well,
There were
yeah, I mean,
people
you've
who
got all
went
these.
out and bought Switch 2s just to play this game.
Yeah.
So
And
these
that's
people,
really the main thing that
yeah,
they want. They want to buy console, must buy new console from us because we are so great.
yeah. Like this was one of those what is it, console pushers or something? Can't think of what the term is. Where you get a game that the sole purpose is to push the console.
Mhm.
It has a term. Do you know what it is?
No.
I don't either. I can't think of what it is. Anyway, so there was also this here, right? Like not the game card. The game card is a key card, by the way. There's no actual game on the game card if you get the physical copy,
Why
so
would
it's
you buy
useless
that?
to get. But it's this thing here. Like this is a meme. Like this turned into a meme format to where they just rattled off like a bunch of political shit to this. Like somebody took this and ran with it
Mhm.
and put like all this political shit and stuff in here in a meme format. And then I think again with the White House, this is what actually made Nintendo have to make a statement. The White House used it to make a statement, right? And
Of
then
course.
all those insufferable pieces of shit went out there and was like, Do really? Are you guys not Nintendo? Are you not going to say anything? Pokemon Company, are you not going to say anything? It's like, guys, you made like half a dozen political memes of it with it yesterday, and now you're upset because the White House tweeted it out and used it. Okay, fuck off, guys. Like you guys are so insufferable. You need to
Honestly,
be in a
I don't
box.
think that they actually care,
No,
or
no,
that they
I don't think.
actually I don't think that they actually think that Nintendo
No,
does condone this, but they want to make everybody say the line. Say the
yeah,
line, say the
it's all
line.
about control. Yeah,
It
it's the
is,
say
it
the
is. It's
line,
about control and power.
make the
Mhm,
company say the line.
mhm,
Can we get the company to say the line? Which is why I say the company needs to just start laughing at them instead. I
mhm.
mean, it's not going to, but I
No.
really wish we lived in a world where Nintendo did. Uh,
Yeah, but then it would not be Nintendo, and we wouldn't have a segment called Nintendo Why.
yeah, that's probably true too. But also in Nintendo, why? Nintendo is suing the United States.
What?
Yeah, the Nintendo is suing the United States of America, apparently. Over tariffs, by the way. The Mario Company wants its money back with interest, according to a new filed lawsuit. I don't know if you can really legally do all this, but you know what? There's a lot of things you legally shouldn't have been able to do over the past several years, and people have been doing it, so I don't know anymore.
Yeah, so this is kind of one of those repercussions from that Supreme Court ruling. So
Which Supreme Court ruling? Because I have not been paying attention,
the Supreme
unfortunately.
Court ruled, I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, that the rationale that the Trump administration was using to impose tariffs was not sound, and that it couldn't happen. And so they did say,
Really?
though, that he has unilateral
Like,
ability to impose tariffs,
yeah,
but it's with a different rationale.
like he
And
has to
so
have a reason for it that they like.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, and that's the thing, but that's all that most court cases are. These are what the rules are, how does this fit into the box? Basically, it's kind of like matching things into a box, you know? Like you have this incident, what box does it fit into, and what are the precedents and all the things that have happened before.
Oh, yeah, right here. Via unlawful executive orders.
Mhm.
Imposing tariffs on imports. Like, I'm pretty sure the president just has the ability to just do it. Like, even with the Supreme Court saying all that, I'm pretty sure he can just legally do that.
Well, so
But
that's the thing. They're saying that he couldn't legally do that. And if the Supreme Court says it, even if it's wrong, it's now not
yeah, I know.
wrong. So, but the thing is, though, there is always the come and take it sort of thing. It's like, yeah, but no.
Yeah, yeah, there's always that too, because that's it's kind of what we've been getting into lately. And it's like, does Nintendo really want to do that? Then again, it's like, does our government want to fight? I don't know.
I don't know yet. I don't know because Trump is very, very friendly with oh gosh, I've forgotten her name. I'm very sorry, Miss Lady Prime Minister of Japan. But
Yeah, yeah, we are
I think
very
it's like
friendly with Japan.
Sinoe Takai or something like that. Anyway, he's very friendly with her. I'm sure he wants to stay on good terms with her. So, we'll see how this plays out. It might be interesting. I
So,
don't think that Nintendo
my,
really is the company that should be doing this, but Nintendo, of course, is just they are very full of their own consequence. So,
my question for Nintendo is: does this mean the Switch 2 price is going to be dropped?
oh,
The
absolutely not.
Japan one?
No.
Because here's the thing. Nintendo told us that the reason why it was going to be so much expensive over here and everywhere else was because of the tariffs. So they passed the cost on to us and straight up told us, hey, you're going to pay it. And now you want me to believe that you're having to sue the government for that cost back?
Mhm.
I'm sorry, but I call bullshit, Nintendo.
Yeah.
No, you just want free fucking money.
Oh, of course they do. Let's see.
I
Wait.
don't
Scroll
think you
down.
pay
Scroll down.
jack shit.
Scroll down some more.
Oh, just
That paragraph.
reading
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Regardless, this lawsuit is necessary because despite the Supreme Court's ruling and defendants' concessions regarding the necessity of refunds, Nintendo and other importers who paid the illegally connected IEEPA duties are not guaranteed the refund to which they are entitled, absent this court providing such relief. Let's
okay.
see. On Friday, U.S. Customs and Border Protection told the Court of International Trade that it cannot currently comply with an order to refund tariffs imposed by Trump. CBP blamed technical limitations. Nintendo is one of many other companies to sue the U.S. over tariff refunds. So, I mean, and that was kind of one of the things that I think that the Supreme Court really didn't take into account, or maybe they did and they just really don't like the president. So that there's that too.
I mean, yeah, the problem is we've had a lot of people who just do things because they don't like somebody
Yeah.
when it comes to our justice system, that our justice system is just so fucked up.
Yeah,
Annoying.
because humans, and the problem if you had it run by robots is that they'd be programmed by humans, like it, no matter
Yeah.
what, the
Listen,
humanity.
we need to go ahead and just institute managed democracy, okay? And we can let our AI overlord handle all that bullshit. That's all
um,
we need to do. Manage democracy for Super Earth, let the AIs handle it, and be done with it.
I I I I I don't know, man.
Listen,
We're,
listen,
we're we're
listen.
gonna see how the next year goes because I might be on your team, so we'll see.
I
I'm not there yet, but I'm
listen.
getting closer.
People have got me in that position at this point. They're just so dumb that we need to just let it happen. But no. Speaking of AI, apparently YouTube has an AI assistant tool called YouTube Create on your phone that can use AI to make shorts for you. Okay, so I tried it.
Okay,
Right?
how'd it go?
It's not there yet, but I, I took one of the videos that I was going to turn into a short, right? And I sent it to my phone so I could use the app real quick just to see what it would do. And it essentially like AI voiceovered me with this girl voice of some kind of descent or something to make it sound better. I don't know. Um, but anyway, so she was apparently just reading what I said, but then she messed up several of the words
Yeah.
because the AI couldn't understand my dialect, I guess. So when it played, and then it just some of the words were just like completely off, and I'm like, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Okay. That doesn't sound right at all. If it had sounded right, I would have published. Oh, but anyway, no, it's getting there. It's I
I don't
hate
know. Whenever I
shorts.
hear an
I
AI
hate
voice, it's
shorts.
so disconcerting. It's just
No,
it throws me off. It,
actually,
it's
we
it's
could listen to
uncanny and like in an unpleasant sort of way. It's like smelling something bad.
um. Here's the test I did yesterday with pictures. Okay,
Hmm.
so I did a test with some pictures real quick because it's like you must have like at least 5 seconds, and I was like, okay, well here's some pictures, and let's test what it does. And I didn't give it any prompts, nothing. I just fed it in like 3 pictures of 1348 here and told
Hmm.
it to make like a hyper whatever girl, and oh my gosh, it's insufferable. But anyway, uh, this is
Oh
how
my
it came out.
gosh.
Gosh, have you guys seen the hype for 1348X Photo yet? Oh my gosh, have you guys seen the hype for 1348X Photo yet?
I
Yeah,
hate this.
yeah.
I hate
Oh my
it.
gosh, have you guys seen the hype for 13?
It's going to turn us into something that's not human, that's less human. Like our instincts and understanding of each other, language,
Anyway,
and the way that we relate to each other is going to be thrown totally off by this kind of stuff.
when you hear that voice, that means they use the AI to do it all for them. Just so everybody's aware.
Yeah,
And
well,
I
the
think it's
inflections
the
are always
hyper
weird.
female voice, so or the upbeat hyper one, cheerful one, whatever it was.
Yeah, we know. You're always playing as the girls, yo. We know, we
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, I want to test it again because I want to hear what the what that one guy is. The English voice one was. There's a male and a female version of that or something, I think. Anyway. Point is, Nintendo is suing the US government for tariffs. Yeah.
Whatever. We'll see.
I don't think we have the money to pay that back, but okay.
It depends on what Trump does. Trump might say, okay, well, I couldn't use that statute, so I'm going to use another one. Sure, I'll give you the money back, but I'm going to charge you guys so much that it's not going to matter. It's going to be a wash.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
I don't know, because he was, well, I mean, he was out there. I mean, of course, he was trying to spin it to his benefit, but he was saying what the court said in its reasoning, saying that I used the wrong sort of statute and I should have used this other one, basically gives me way more power than I was initially trying to use. So,
Well, that would just be
which would be hilarious.
That actually would be. So let's move on.
Okay.
Oh, so this is apparently a comic book that came out at some point.
Why?
If you notice its name, Claire Obscure. Yeah. So our favorite game of the year game royally fucked up this year because they sued them. They sent them paperwork to sue this comic that was out before Expedition 33 actually launched, I think.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I just received a lawyer's letter from the game Claire Obscure Expedition 33 by Sandfall Interactive, which orders me to stop selling my comic published by Draco titled Academia Claire Obscure, supposedly riding on the game's undeniable success.
Huh.
So, and this was a thing.
What are the proposed
2019, and has been working under 2024, well before the game's release. So yeah, like they've had that name long before 33 came out, and Sandfall came out and said, "Yep, we did that."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were
everyone.
like, "Hello, everyone. We see the Discord." Do what?
Let's see. Thank you for bringing the situation to our attention. We're in contact with the publisher and Olivier to find a fair solution for everyone. Okay. All right. So, I mean, I don't know if this was someone who was being. So, I don't know if this was like on their legal that was just kind of like dark in the water looking around, or if this was like the company. With this, they didn't say, "Yeah, we done it and we proud of it." So
no, they did say that they were looking for a fair solution for everyone. However, that was the rub. A lot of people didn't like that because I mean, no, there's no fair. The only fair solution is to just drop the lawsuit. Like that is the fair solution. Just drop it right then and there. But so people were very upset with that outcome. Personally, I do think that it was one of those. Their law firm came across this thing, thought it was, doing what is it?
I think they're just hedging right now,
kind of thing, and prematurely sent a thing with zero research because that's the day and age we're in where we just don't even research anything anymore. We just see a thing and say, "Oh, that shares our name. Let's sue it," even though it has nothing to do with us, and it's a book and not a video game. And, it's a comic book or something that was out before a game, but we're still going to sue it. But anyway, so, yeah, they did have to make another statement on it. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I think that they were trying to hedge and say, "What is this? Okay, let's look into this and get all the facts, but let's just put something out before we know everything." So
I think they just worded it wrong. It's not. I think they did. They just worded it wrong for the masses because everybody was already really pissed off with the verse message. So when they were like, "We're trying to find a fair solution for it," and everyone's like, "Excuse me, a fair solution?" I hope that means you're dropping it, right? You're dropping it, right? Because that should have been the words that came out of your mouth. We noticed this. We fucked up. We're dropping it. That's how that should have played out.
Yeah,
But anyway, so they had to make another statement.
yeah, of course. I mean, I as usual, I'm probably a little bit more like, well, we'll see how it goes, and well, maybe they meant this, maybe we don't meant that. We'll see how it goes. I'm a very we'll see, give everybody as much leeway until they've proven themselves to be um, unworthy of the benefit of the doubt. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, eh.
But anyway, so in their other statement, they were
Wait.
just like,
The action initiated toward the comic book published in January 2026 does not align with us. Wait. It was published in January 2026.
it's been working on a thing since 2019. Like it's had its legal stuff in place since then. I'm actually not sure when it launched, to be totally
Yeah,
honest.
so that would be why the legal team saw it though, because it wasn't released to the public until January,
It's nothing
which
to
is after the game
restore.
came out.
That as it may. They have it. See them going to court without any reason. The comic. Okay, that was not helpful. Anyway, so
Yeah,
yeah,
but
like
that's
it's
why
been
legal went after them, and I understand.
okay. So
I
they
understand
it
how the
came
mistake was
out.
made.
So this thing really just come out.
Yeah, it's been in the work because it takes a long time to make something like that. So it's
So it's
been in
been
the
in the
works,
works since then. So it's been
but
like
it was published in 2026.
legally there. It just wasn't published until now.
Mhm. Yeah. And
Oh,
so
that's a bait and switch.
yeah, so the
That makes more sense now that we know that.
mhm.
Yeah, it launched January 26th. See, if he would have led with that,
Of course, but
like
he
I
wanted
just
to get all
launched
the
this
sympathy.
book, people would have read this and been more accepting of it more than likely.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I hate it when people do that shit. But yeah. Anyway, so
Which
they
is
did come
why I'm
out and
always like, let's see what's actually going on first.
we wish we've already wanted to support artists, encourage creativity, blah blah blah. But yeah. Anyway, they are working to withdraw the request from legal.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, knowing this bit right here,
Yeah.
that actually just rubs me the wrong way now.
Yeah, see, now you're mad at the other guy.
So
And I'm like, I understand why he did that though,
well,
because
see, I
otherwise
didn't know what all was going on here just yet,
yeah.
other than this came out. People got super pissed off right here and was saying you should be like dropping it right now. Like there's
Mhm.
no thing to discuss. But then you get to this one and you find out, oh, it also just like launched yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we get it, guys, but they released this book like yesterday, and our game's been out since last year.
Yeah. And they could
Yeah,
say,
sorry, our
well,
guys jumped the shark for a second, but at the same time,
yeah, there's no way
they're
that
being a
legal
bit,
would know just
they're
from
being
looking at it.
very disingenuous over here.
Oh, now you're mad.
Yeah, like these guys were being very disingenuous over here because
Yeah.
they made it sound like their thing. No, the way they've got this set up, they made
Mhm.
it sound like they had a working thing that was, and they did, right? Like they had
Yeah.
the pitch and everything. Like everybody should have known in the creative space, I guess, that this thing existed since 2019.
Yeah.
But no, that's just not the case.
No, but he went on the internet and immediately Sandfall was thrown under the bus.
Yep.
And yeah, it just that was I mean, I understand why you did it, and that was the way to get maximum pressure and to get maximum reaction because otherwise, Sandfall might have I don't know if they would have continued with the lawsuit, but they might not have jumped on it so fast and so hard. So, I mean, I understand why you did it. I think it was a little bit it's not dishonest, but it's a little skeezy.
No, I think
But the thing is that
it's
I do think
dishonest.
Sandfall made a mistake with this. Well, the Sandfall legal team made a mistake, but you can see that it was a more honest mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was a malicious mistake, but
Yeah.
the guy was trying to make it out like it was a malicious mistake.
Yeah.
That's why there should be more people pissed off at him. Anyway, so
There won't
Reloaded
be.
is now planned to be showcased at the Fowler Museum at UCLA for an event titled Exploring Reloaded and the Intersectional Gaming of blah blah blah. Oh, fuck's sake. Why? Nobody's playing this damn thing.
No, I was trying to be facetious and say 10 people, thinking that it would be like 15, and it was 5. I overshot it.
You overshot it by half.
I know, bro.
Like
It's one of
anyway.
those you played yourself kind of moments, you know? I feel terrible. I don't know what to do with this.
But yeah, so this is a thing.
Yeah. You're just kind of like, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing it to ourselves? Why are you doing these things?
Listen, and there's going to be people who are going to be subjected to this thing between 1 and 4 p.m., I guess, on March 14th.
What day is that? Oh, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. There are people who are going to be subjected to this thing from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I wonder if this will translate into sales.
No.
Like
No,
Tuesday.
but what it will translate into is people who think that this is a good idea and trying to infiltrate gaming spaces.
Tuesday. We should still look this up real quick just to see if it increased sales, like the peak.
Oh, we should. We should.
We need to look it up just in case.
Just in
I
case
feel
it
like
had a
this
bump.
is partly one of those, hey, you should go play this game, wink, wink, guys, to get people to come out and buy it or something.
You know what? It might. It might inspire some people to play it just so that they have the context. But I think that it's more about making activists than it is about driving sales.
Yeah, it probably is, but still.
It's about driving that philosophy, the grievance philosophy.
Oh, all right. So we got a new game on the horizon called Pikmon.
What?
Okay, so this game. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Pal World, what have you wrought?
This is another Pal World.
It is.
It is, but also at the same time, it looks a bit better than Pal World.
It does.
Like, it looks 1,000 times better than Pal World, which really sucks because I like Pal World, okay? And instead of falling into the trap of using a ball of any shape or size, they're using cards to capture monsters so Nintendo can't sue them for throwing a ball.
Nice.
And, you know, I'm just looking at this and you can see, like, guys, it's straight up Pal World practically, and they've changed it too. So, like, we're looking at this thing right here, and this is literally a creature from Pal World, right? And they did the thing that Pal World did to Nintendo, so they've added this little bit here, and his tail looks funky or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's technically not, what's the word? Plagiarism, right? Or whatever it is. Copyright infringement. So we've changed it up just enough. And that's what a lot of their stuff is. Like, you got that guy there. And right there, I swear that's an Aetheryte from Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah. And it does. It looks so much better than Pal World. That's the sad part. And Power World recently came out and was just like, we're not going to really be able to update this game any further or too much longer. And I'm just sitting here thinking, it's like, guys, you haven't even finished the game yet. What do you mean you're not going to be updating it forever? Like, you've got this whole, you've got the tree in the background that you've teased since the beginning of time at this point as a big thing. You haven't even gotten us over there yet, guys. I mean, a lot of your systems aren't properly finished yet. Like, Power World, we love you, but we spent like 15 million on you. You better fucking deliver some more.
Yeah,
Oh, but anyway, so this game, right?
that's very funny.
And
They're like, we won't be able to finish our game. Pikmon's like, say no more, fam. I got you.
yeah, seriously, that kind of is what it felt like, because those announcements all came out at around the same time too, right? And so
really?
let's see, did I actually do? Yes. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So the same people from Power World are out in full force about Pikmin, screaming Nintendo is going to have to sue them for the same reason too.
What?
Yeah, obvious plagiarism of Pokemon, and no, and now they're also adding Power World to it,
And Legend of Zelda?
and The Legend of Zelda and Overwatch, etc. Blatant stolen assets, stolen fan designs, shameless copy of other games with zero original ideas. Like, all those are the exact same things that they all complained about Power World for. And what did Nintendo do? They sued Power World over balls and riding monsters. And they're still in the middle of that legal argument. Like, they haven't completed it.
Yeah. And Power World's still on
They
the
didn't
store,
sue
so-
them because the thing looked too much like Anubis or whatever.
I only have
They didn't sue it because that thing looked too close to Pikachu. No, they sued him over throwing a ball in a virtual space.
Yeah, because that's all
That's
they could
what
get away with.
Nintendo's big rub was.
No, the cedar.
Yeah. It's very funny, honestly.
Yeah, and then the same people were out in full force when this game got the trailer dropped the other day,
Mm-hmm.
doing this exact same thing over again. And I'm just sitting here watching them do it again. I'm like, are you guys fucking kidding me? Like, seriously, I know you're adding Power World to it now too, because you're like blatant plagiarism of Pokemon and Power World these days. And it's like, you guys were just saying that about Power World like last year or whenever it released. Like, can we please be consistent with our outrage, guys, and learn just a little bit. When Nintendo doesn't sue Power World, there's a
An
good chance
MBA
that
winning
Pokemon or
fanfic writer.
Nintendo and Power World aren't going to be suing Pikmon for that exact same thing. But yeah,
That's pretty funny.
yeah.
Just
capturing with
the type
cards
of
instead
person that
balls.
did that. Just
Yeah, the capturing is with cards instead of balls, and it might not be as Pokemon like Power World, but is it just barely safe?
yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. If they looked at Power World and said Nintendo sued Power World for X and Y, let's just not do X and Y the way Power World did it, and boom, there you go. So they changed balls out for cards. And yeah, you've got yourself another survival game that also includes laser guns and shit. Apparently, yes.
As you do.
Yeah.
Should.
Although that there looks almost just like Anubis. Like I almost.
Can I put it in my truck?
And this guy is another one from
So if it's yours, it might not
one of the
let me
more
put it in my
recent
truck.
games. I can't remember which one. Although his face is completely
Probably.
different. But yeah, that's straight up like change my homework kind of deal. I guess. But yeah, I mean, this is the gameplay footage here of the factory setting and stuff. So yeah, definitely Power World, Power World inspiration there, but it just looks better than Power World, which is the sad part.
It's like the characters are older in this game.
Yeah, I was
Maybe.
getting my truck over here to see if I would put it in my truck.
They look very young in Pokemon. They
No,
look kind of young, like so they look like 10 to 11 in Pokemon. In
Except for we don't
Power
have a
World, they look like
motorbike.
they were maybe 12, 13.
And we also don't have a motorcycle like that in Power World. So
That's pretty
I
cool.
put it in a trailer.
that was pretty neat. The fact that he had a
You gotta put it in
motorcycle,
a
or she
trailer.
did.
And that actually is that's a Pokemon that you ride like a bike.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking cool.
What is it? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet did the same thing.
Oh. Well, cool for them too.
Yeah, they gave you the legendaries like right out the gate in that game, but you couldn't really use them in battle for a hot minute. But they were in your party, and essentially all you did was get on their backs and ride them. And Pokemon Scarlet, he's the primordial, he's the more ancient version of it. So he's got like the features of where bike tires look like they would be on him, kind of deal, but it's actually like this throat sack type thing and stuff. While in Violet, it's the more futuristic version of him. So it would be like if he evolved like 5,000 years into the future, and he can sort of fold up and actually use those things as tires now, and is actually like a motorbike, which personally is my favorite version of him. Unfortunately, I bought myself Scarlet because the kid wanted Violet. Because, I got to keep my kids happy, and if they want the motorbike, I guess they get the motorbike. Anyway, so yeah, people were very upset about this game. As
Why?
they are for the same things.
I don't know. Will we say people or we say persons at this rate? Because is it like 10 very angry?
I mean, it's still the same angry 100 people, but still people nonetheless. Oh, let's see. What do we got now? Oh yeah, X Blizzard has called Sony's decision to. Okay, so Sony apparently has decided that they're no longer releasing things on PC. Yeah.
Why?
Because they've decided that it's not worth the trouble to release things on PC. Like it costs too much for the payback that they get, or there's not enough bang for the buck, right? For them releasing a PC port. Now, here's the problem with that I take with all this. Okay, Sony has a habit of releasing things on PC a year after it releases on the console. That's the problem. They wait a fucking year to release it. And then the few times when they don't, right? Like Monster Hunter Wilds, and they did a simul release, they don't actually optimize the PC release. So it doesn't do so well when people realize there's a problem. And then they don't touch it and they don't mess with it. Hell, I think I recently read somewhere that they finally took the time to optimize the PC release of Wilds.
Wow.
It has taken them how many months at this point to get around to it? But yeah, the reason why Sony doesn't do well on the PC market is because they wait too long to ship it out to the PC market. Anyway, so yeah, Sony has decided that their game plan is to bring all their exclusives home and put it just on their system, which actually is a good game plan for them. I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of people are saying how bad that is, but PlayStation's the leading console on the market besides Switch, right? Since Nintendo's Switch. Xbox is also revisiting their plan on everything's an Xbox now too, because they're not doing so well, and apparently this whole push to being just a publisher is not enough for Microsoft. But yeah, like Nintendo, the only thing that keeps the Switch moving is the fact that it has exclusives. I don't know how many times I've probably said this on this, that if Nintendo actually did the thing I want them to, nobody would buy a Switch. Or, I mean, people would still buy a Switch, but it would not be near the amount of people who currently buy a Switch.
Oh, no, absolutely not. And the reason for that is pretty obvious, because if the game is available on multiple platforms, you go with either A, the one that you already have, or 2, just the best hardware out there. Those are usually the reasons that you do these things. If everything is everywhere, you get the best you can with your money. And Switch is always trying to be comparable, or like at least maybe like a little bit less than a PlayStation. So just spend the extra, I don't know, $50, $75 and just get yourself a nice PlayStation if that's the case. Or, just join the master race of PC, but whatever.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's Sony was just like, we need to bring it all home. Our PC releases aren't doing so well. But apparently, I guess an ex-Blizzard head calls Sony's decision to stop releasing PlayStation hits on PC logical. That's what this was about. Here was that ex-Blizzard dev. There was something else that was Blizzard related. I thought that was next to it, but I don't see it.
Yeah, but you're not a Blizzard head anymore, so whatever.
I know, but I wanted to keep those two things together real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, because the Steam machine is launching, apparently, according to some insiders, they're afraid of that.
It seems like they are.
So that's the other reason, because if they do start simul launching like they started to do recently, that means it's going to simul launch on Valve, Steam, and if everyone can buy a Steam machine instead of a PlayStation, who needs a PlayStation anymore? So, I get it, especially if you watch Nintendo and their first parties, and
Yeah.
the fact that you've got to have the Switch to make those happen. You got to bring your first parties back, which sucks. It's anti-consumer, but it's also like the only way Sony can stay alive
Yeah. And it
in the streaming market.
it just makes it so that you just won't play everything. You're
Yeah.
just gonna be like, well, all right, this is gonna be the console that I stick with. You just pick the one that has the most games that you want to go with, and that's it. It's like joining a streaming service of some kind at this point.
Yeah, and it also doesn't help that they only make like a couple of mediocre games a year either.
Yeah.
Right now, or they cancel it outright, like Concord and Highguard. But anyway, let's see, where were we? Oh yeah, here we go. Blizzard vet Rob Pardo closes this year's GDC, keynoting by urging executives to cool it with the layoffs. The game team is more valuable than the game itself.
That sounds very nice. I would say yes and no. However,
it sounds great. It sounds nice because brain
people
drain
are
is
more important than products. Yeah, I got you, bud.
like
But
well, no, see, I mean, like the brain drain is the problem.
hmm
But here's the problem, or here's, I guess, the problem with that problem, right? This guy is, I bet if you were to sit down and talk with him, he would get to brain drain, essentially, is the issue. And when you lay people off, you lose that talent, right? The other issue is the fact that they've been forcing DEI on everything and forcing that talent out for years.
hmm
That's where your most of your talent went to, probably, was from that, not these layoffs, because the people you're laying off probably are bloat. They're the people who came in with 3 months worth of experience from their college or whatnot,
hmm
and they don't have the years upon years of the guy that you recently forced out because he's too old and white, and they needed to shove some woman into that position for virtue points.
I think that yes, that's true, but also if you're the people that you have on your this is basically, I guess, another way to say it. If the people that you've hired are not producing good games, then know those people are not more important than the game. So, yes, they're more important if they put out good products and it's just a game that somebody made a bad choice on. But the thing is that if you're constantly putting out bad products, then those people are not more important, at least not for as far as the company is concerned, and the company continuing to exist as a company, and people are not out living in the streets in boxes. Um they need to put out products that actually produce something that actually gives them income. You can have all the great people that you want, but if you don't put out good games, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at when I was trying to say they're just not experienced enough. They're not putting good games out. Yeah, that's a lot of the times is what has happened. Is we got a bad game that comes out, nobody plays it, it goes straight to the whatever, right?
Mhm.
Like what's our favorite one right now?
Mhm.
And then the studio goes under, and then people get laid off.
Yeah.
Happens it like that. That is a tale that is as old as time at this point. And they, you've got places like Sony and stuff who just keep acquiring companies, and Microsoft. and they're not exactly acquiring the best of the best. They're acquiring companies full of bloat, and then giving them tasks for things that they're not exactly used to doing either. Like, who was it? Sony tasked whoever it was to make that live service something or another. I can't even remember what it was. And they were like a mobile platform studio beforehand. It was like the only thing they had experience in was making mobile games.
And that sounds like a
And
great
then
idea.
Sony was just like, "You're making a live service for everyone to play."
Was that the
Okay.
Concord story, or was it something else?
It might have been the Concord store. That might have been actually Concord, to be totally honest. I don't remember. I can't
'Cause I
remember
remember
who
that
it
the
was.
Concord, the decisions that they were making at that company were kind of baffling when we were looking through it. We're like, why are they doing these things? These seem like all bad ideas.
Yeah, but you've got a combination of that. It's like you got these companies like Microsoft and Sony gobbling up these other companies, tasking them with things that they're not geared for. They've never done with really no help whatsoever. Then they fail at it, and then they get shuttered. So you've got that, but then you also have got a lot of these companies, a lot of the same companies are also doing a lot of that DEI nonsense, which is why they don't have any real, coverage or real knowledge on anything outside of certain specific niches, which is also affecting it. And then you've got companies like, Blizzard themselves, who's rife with DEI and toxic positivity. I mean, again, they're the company who has somebody who I think is currently in charge of World of Warcraft right now, telling people in an interview, "I wish we could take the word war out of Warcraft."
Yeah.
It's just like, you should not be in your position at all. And the fact that the guy sitting next to you, who's been here longer than you, he was just like this kind of look
Yeah.
to his face for a second, and gosh, what is his name, like Ian or something? I can't remember his name. Big guy, important. He's been with the company for like decades, I think, at this point. One of the people who've been there probably the longest at this point, still left, right? And he's like all gun for this DEI stuff because I guess he has no choice in the matter at this
Yeah.
point. But also, he was just like, the look on his face when she said that, I was just like, yeah, and you won't talk back to these people. You're part of the problem. You need to tell them to shut up and stop. It's like, if you would have stood up when they first started this nonsense, maybe we wouldn't have a woman sit next to you in charge of you telling you, "I wish we could take war out of this game."
Yeah.
About war.
Well, she doesn't
Okay,
think it should be
honey.
about war. She thinks it should be about vibes and chill and good feelings.
Dustin took the kids to Pigeon
Oh.
Forge.
But anyway, so we're going to lay off 1,000 people. Just in case you were wondering why I needed these stories to be back to back. We're going to be, that's going to be on you. Ex-Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan says redundancy ultimately led to his Blizzard exit. That was just the biggest FU moment I had in my career. So, former Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan has said his 2021 departure from Blizzard followed the ultimate about redundancy, which ultimately broke his resolve and led him towards the exit door. So that's the problem. They have so much redundancy, so many people who don't need to be there, gumming up works, that you cause brain drain. Like this guy, when he left back in the, when he left. And then ultimately it leads to you wind up, letting people go.
Yeah. It's really weird. Just because that happened in 2021. And that was that I don't know if that was peak. Well, it was in America, so it wasn't necessarily it was like 20 to 21 where, peak lockdown times were. It depends on where you were. But I mean, that's when a lot of these studios just really upped their numbers because all of a sudden everybody was playing video games because outside was supposed to kill you, unless you were protesting, of course. But Yeah, so but maybe this is 21 and they were like, "Holy crap, all these people went back to work and now we have like substantially less market that we need to be catering to." I don't think we have as much money as we thought we did, guys. And so maybe that's why that happened in 21. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand what was going on in 21.
Well, for Blizzard, that was also part of their Overwatch League.
Oh.
Their push for everything that Blizzard has made recently, the last few things that Blizzard has practically made, they have made like this push for esports. Which, because since that industry was so mismanaged throughout its entire life cycle, it's not really a viable thing anymore. And they were going, like, pushing for that. So you had people who was, like, pushing all that esports stuff all over the place, from Warcraft 3 to Overwatch to Mythic Plus for WoWs, battleground, or not battlegrounds, but like arenas and stuff for World of Warcraft, and just so many things. So many things. Blizzard's already been pretty much a bloated company
Mhm.
for years now.
Yeah.
Ever since they started their DEI push and Activision took over, way back when Wrath of the Lich King happened, they have they have been sort of like, I guess, having a bloat problem ever since then,
Mhm.
where they've been bringing people in to handle like this, that, and the other, but then they've got too many people. They don't need that many people doing that. Then they're swapping them in and out, and just story after story about all that kind of stuff, especially with the esports scene. That was a big issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I wanted that. Anyway, so Valve's being sued again.
Imagine my shock.
Yeah. The British Music Right Organization, PRS, for music is suing Valve, claiming that Valve must pay separate licensing fees for making available games that include music from PRS members.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's how that works either, because usually, if you include music as a video game, you pay a licensing fee for that.
Yeah, I mean,
Not the company distributing your game,
yeah,
unless there's a contract that says otherwise.
that doesn't make any sense. Like, I would understand if Valve was playing their music in the background of their website, but they're just selling the game. They're just a store, basically.
Yeah, the dispute targets games sold or downloaded via Steam. That features such music without Valve holds the required UK license.
That's ridiculous.
Examples cited including Forza Horizon, FIFA, EAFC, and the Grand Theft Auto series.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Sorry, what on Grand Theft Auto does PRS even own? Like, they're a British company.
Yeah. I don't
And
know.
the
Maybe
only thing on there are from like
on there
American artists, I think, or whatever they made themselves.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, aside from that, they're not suing Epic, who performs the same service as Valve.
Yeah.
No,
So it's not like it's a coordinated attack after handing the Rothschilds a loss recently, or would you look at this? Valve has been hit with a second lawsuit or class action lawsuit over its loot box system in Washington federal court. Are you fucking kidding me, guys? The suit alleges that loot box system and Counter-Strike 2 operates as a illegal gambling through casino style Guys, you have fucking prediction markets out there. There's a gambling site that has partnered with a news network, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
And you want to sit there and tell me Counter-Strike is the issue? Are you really Really, guys?
Yeah,
Are you fucking kidding
I think
me?
at this point, this is kind of like toothpaste that's just going to be out of the tube. Like, it's just, they're like, oh, we have to stop I'm sorry, guys. Gambling is mainstream now. Sorry. Once Polymarket and Kalshi were able to like slip in, we're done. We're
They
done.
shouldn't have been allowed to, but that's again when you sit there and do things like by the letter and not give a little bit of common sense to go with it.
Yeah, when you go by the
That's
letter,
the
not the
problem,
spirit.
because the letter of the law states that Kashi and them, they're technically not gambling. Right?
I just didn't know what it meant.
But we all fucking know it's gambling.
Yeah, and
I
this
mean,
is
it does take rocket science to know what the fuck is going on here.
this is the problem with midwits. With when you have someone who's very very stupid, they'll just go off of their gut feelings and go like, I don't like that. That feels wrong. They'll go, well, I mean, if you look at it this way and with that, and and so you can be argued into saying, well, technically, and then you have people who are on the other side of the bell curve who are like, yes, but that's not the spirit of the law, and you understand that it was written with this in mind to do this. It's why it was made. And the thing is that a lot of times when you have midwits who are in the power and like they're clever enough, but they've completely ignored their, I guess you could say, the monkey brain where you're just
Yeah,
like,
you
this
make up
make me
too
feel
many
this
people at
thing,
this
therefore I
point.
act this way. And the thing is that when you're taught to cut that off, to ignore all of your instincts, which a lot of these people are, they just kind of can get argued into the dumbest positions ever. And this is one of them. I'm like, what are you on about? Like, it doesn't even kind of make sense.
Well,
The game. Why don't they sue the game maker?
I I thought I had put it in here, and apparently I didn't.
Hmm.
There was actually a slight update to the one that Valve is currently dealing with
Mm-hmm.
across the ocean, where
Uh-huh.
Valve has countered, citing things like Pokemon cards,
Yeah.
Labubu's, and all the other loot box like things in the real life that
Yeah.
they're not touching. And I was like, good on you, Valve. I
Well,
mean, I hate the
also,
fact that you're doing this or having to do this, but good on you.
but I mean, the thing is that don't these games also exist on Xbox, on
Yeah,
PlayStation?
they do. And guess who sells those in Britain? Oh yeah, Xbox and PlayStation and Epic.
Wh- Why
It's
are you
almost
still?
like it's a coordinated attack on Valve because Valve's handed the Rothschilds a major loss for their patent troll. Huh.
I don't know what it is, but there clearly is a coordinated effort. Now, it could also be that a lot of people are scared of Valve because aren't they coming out with their
Well,
little Steam box,
I
their
thought it was
Steam Cube?
Epic at first. I'm
Well,
beginning to think it's not Epic, but it does serve Epic's, it's in Epic's favor.
well, I think that it might be just like a bunch of mean girls. They've sent blood in the water, and now they're all going to attack.
But anyway,
I don't know. I'm not as conspiratorial, but yeah, it's this
I
is
think it's
very
the
it's
Rothschilds.
very clear that it's stupid. It's very clear that this is coordinated and somebody really, really, really hates Valve because this makes no sense. You can't sue the company that's just hosting that, especially if it's available on other platforms. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You sue the company that made the game if you're going to do that.
I wonder if I. Can you go check on my chickens?
All right, so let's move on. Whoops. There we go.
And my.
So Mega Man voice actor won't return for Dual Override as Capcom reportedly won't hire him with the protections of the union contract.
And my cows.
Yeah.
This is ugly. I don't really know how I feel about it.
Anyway, so SAG-AFTRA just slapped a do not work order on the new Mega Man game, Dual Override. And now the original voice actor, Ben Whoever's walked away too. He was offered the role, but if he would worked without a union contract, but he won't work without a union contract. That's the union getting in the way of stuff again, and people don't want to work.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So, but yeah.
But I mean, if you joined a union because you like it,
Well, see,
I
that's
don't know.
a lot of these things. You don't join the union because you like it; you're
Yeah.
forced into it. We've seen how they operate.
This is true.
We saw what's her name
How
from
do I
Genshin
pronounce your
Impact
name?
trying to get people to,
Yeah.
band with the union or whatnot when they were causing the issue to begin with.
Yeah.
Valve has good sales on games compared to Xbox, PlayStation. Yeah, that's true too. Welcome to the stream, by the way.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I concur with
but
that.
yeah, it's just
I mean, as soon as I get off of this, I'm gonna actually go and check the Steam sales because I got
yeah.
to. It's
So
like looking at real estate. You do that as you look at real estate and you look at Steam sales, like just to see what's out there. Sorry, cut.
But yeah, so apparently I need a union contract to feel safe. Like,
Okay,
okay,
see,
somehow I don't think that's the case, but And then
well, I
you
mean,
have the whole
maybe it does,
AI scare.
Okay. If you
but maybe it does make him feel safe. But the thing is that
Oh, okay.
also,
who's that, bro?
well, then you're not gonna get a lot of you're not gonna get all of the work. Then you're not gonna have that freedom.
My
When you give up, you're gonna give up some of your freedom for security. And if you're fine with that, then you're fine with that. I don't if the company's like we don't want to hire someone with who deals with that union because we find that union to be troublesome or insufferable or for whatever reason, they have that right as well. I'm just like, okay, well, these are just people who are choosing not to work with each other. I don't really know what to say other than I don't like the idea of being in a union because I don't have freedom.
Oh, but yeah, so this is another one of those reasons why you don't work with a union, guys.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Uh,
just that you have to be part of a collective, one of us, one of us. So,
yeah, and I can't stand that stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, so I guess they're gonna have to find a new blue bomber, which is fine. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm okay with that. It's not like I never knew
What?
who
You didn't play
actually
the game for the
voiced.
voice acting?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know who voiced it him. I mean, he says so little to begin with. It's
I
it's kind of
know.
like Link.
disconnected.
Ha! Hey! Ha!
Hot hit huh.
You die or something. Uh, but anyway, let's see. Last one. There we go. Ba-da-da-da-dum.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, this was actually a surprise to me, by the way. As much as I like to tell Paul Tassi to go shove it, sometimes he brings some good information, right?
Yeah, his information isn't bad. It's his takes
Yeah,
that are
his
bad.
takes are horrendous. His
Oh my gosh, they're
information
the
is
worst.
good.
Yeah, see, this is the
Um,
difference between being smart, intelligent, and being wise. Wise is the proper application of your knowledge. He doesn't apply any of his knowledge properly, but he's got knowledge. So here we go.
yeah. So it turns out that the video isn't only about Marathon. Sorry, this video isn't only about Marathon, but as I can
Addendum.
confirm from Bungie's source that Steam is shush. It's the primary platform for the game, not consoles. I thought it was going to be consoles. Like I legitimately thought it was going to be consoles.
I
Uh,
told you, man. I told you.
yeah, well,
After Destiny 2, when Destiny 2 came out and it was cross-platform, people on PC, blah, blah, on PlayStation were like, "Oh, we're getting smoked," and
yeah, you're
and
absolutely right.
a lot of people switched over to playing on PC, joining the master race. And yeah, because my husband has had a PlayStation and he used to play it on PlayStation, and he switched over to PC after a while because he was just tired of being raffle stomped all the time.
Sassy, why are
Anyway.
you crying?
I mean, you're absolutely right, though.
I know I'm right.
Um,
This is
well,
my
see,
victory
I
lap. I'm
was
like, la la la.
listen. I was basing my stuff on some other things because Capcom was upset that Wilds didn't do so well on the PC
Mm-hmm.
compared to their console because their console numbers were much higher because that game is primarily played on the consoles as well as other companies do that. So I just assumed Marathon, Bungie, Destiny, but you were right. You were right.
I
Everybody
so
thought,
was.
oh, that's a little blinding. But anyway, as the Marathon player count Discord reaches peak stupidity, Warframe and Overwatch devs speak up in solidarity. This is big. Wait, is that? I didn't realize that was in this set of things. But we're talking about it then.
Yes, we are. That's
Big
I was like,
unemployment
this is like because the
maidenless.
story of
Oh,
Marathon is like just like, oh, okay. But it's not the main story that I was actually interested in. I'm interested in like what people are saying around it. And they're really trying to kind of make a push towards don't believe your lying eyes, believe company.
I believe company.
Don't you check those Steam numbers and, maybe we shouldn't even do it. And they're saying that this is big unemployed maidenless behavior. I'm sorry, dude. Okay. Let me tell you something.
It's like, dear,
Everyone
am I maidenless?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Apparently I am not maidenless. So Warframe and Overwatch devs are just straight up lying.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that also the thing is that I've watched quite a few reviews of Marathon just because I'm very interested in how people see it and how people perceive it. It's not a game that would ever appeal to me, so I have to rely on other people.
Listen,
And
you don't want to play all those.
even people who love it say that it takes like 10 hours to like really find your stride and to kind of get not and to get to start having not a terrible time. Some people it was a little bit less. They were like, "Oh yeah, it took 7 hours." But I mean, if you're going to say anybody's maidenless, my dude, or jobless, and I'm like, it takes 7 hours to play this game just to make it somewhat less painful.
Listen, I'm
Um
beginning to think that they're the ones who are maidenless at this point.
yeah.
Like, I don't know if maybe their SOs are just like, not letting them have it or what it is, because it's always about sex with them.
Yeah.
Always about incels or girlfriendless or maidenless or something like that. And it's like, really, guys, really? Can we not come up with something else? Like, listen, the insult was an insult way, way, way back in like 1900s, okay?
Back
When
in
we
my
had
day.
the whole idea of the fat Doritos, Mountain Dew drinking, nerd who's sitting in the thing that South Park made fun of, who was it, made fun of Pirate Software's dad with, right? Like
Mhm.
when they did that episode and whatnot, that was the joke of gamers back then. We've evolved since then. We're not all like that anymore, okay? A lot of us grew up. A lot of us have families now. A lot of us have kids. A lot of us are introducing them to Pokemon and things. Um, you know, and just like that one dude bro who gets all upset and bent into a twist because apparently the casual dads aren't playing enough of this game to keep it afloat. That's where we are now.
Yeah.
We're your
And
audience still because you haven't produced anything to bring in a new audience because your new audience doesn't actually exist.
yeah. Well, it's not that it doesn't exist, it's that they don't have the time. To be able to play this game, you have to be a sweat and you have to be the kind of person who can sink that many hours into a game. And it's best also if you play it with as a team. If you don't play it as a team with some friends, you might get linked up with a bunch of randos, and you could just lose all your stuff repeatedly because you have no idea. There's no barrier to entry to who you're playing with, and it matters in this game. It really, really does. So, yeah, it's just. But the thing is that these are just ad hominem attacks that you constantly hear from people who have no better argument. They just try to mock you. It's actually it's a thing that girls do. We kind of try to mock things to kind of make you
Considering
think that you're crazy.
the devs are increasingly more women, that actually makes so much more sense.
It does, it does. The
Especially when
younger
they
women
don't
are very
tell you
influenced
which
by
dev
them.
is saying it. They're just like devs. And it's
Yeah.
like, that makes more
The
sense.
devs
It
are
was just a
debs.
bunch of you used to say they were just the girls from HR, but now it actually probably was like half the staff there. It's like they're just
Yeah.
upset that you didn't like their game.
Yeah, but even this article, as marathon player count discourse reaches peak stupidity, Warframe and Overwatch devs speak up in solidarity. This is big, unemployed, maidenless behavior. These are just a bunch of people who sit around and say catty things to each other.
Oh, that's a dude? I thought it was a chick.
Yeah, but the thing is that there
Anyway,
are dudes who give off like the big femme energy,
I mean, you
and
see
they
his
tend to
picture
be.
here.
Hmm?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but I mean and the thing is that even if he's a dude, bro, getting getting the approval of catty women. The way you do that is you act in a catty way, and if you're surrounded by a bunch of women or female behavior in which the way that you do this is with character assassination and mockery, then that's that's what you're going to get, and that's what we've been getting with a lot of our gaming websites and our journalists.
Journalists.
But yeah, this is yeah, it's really really interesting. But the thing is that it's really funny that they're like, oh my gosh, they're looking at the Steam numbers as if that means something. Well, it does indicate the number of people that are playing on Steam. And that's why I put in the Paul Tassi article, well, not article, but information first, because the majority of people are playing on Steam. Ergo, these numbers matter. They matter even more than when we thought that it could be 50-50.
They matter way more now than I thought.
Yeah. And they ain't great. I've been constantly like updating just to see.
Listen,
But look at this graph go down, man. Graph go down.
they started that first or that weekend when we talked about it last, and then throughout the weekend, we're like, we'll see how it goes. It stayed pretty steady throughout that weekend, but now like it has gone down by like 10,000.
Yeah, it's been bleeding like,
Yeah, like
I want to say
it's
10,000
bleeding
every 2
because it
days.
was then hitting that 62 number, right? That 66, 62 number.
Mm-hmm.
And now for me to open this up and look at it, it's like its top was 57.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bleeding players, guys. It's not having the staying power.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And if this is your, I'm sorry.
This is still the first week. This is still, big sexy time. So like this is when you're going to get your peak, unless the game is the only way that this wouldn't be this way. The only way that this would probably, get gooder would be if this was something that everybody didn't already have their eyes on and didn't know about, and then they got convinced to join by their friends who were like, "You got to play, it's so good." So
well,
the thing is that the numbers that I was waiting to see what the numbers were today, because of the fact that during the week is still during the week.
Yeah.
During the week, people do have jobs.
I noticed.
Even, even those who are moderately maidenless. But, even people who play games for a living probably have other games to play and stuff. So, yeah, the majority of people are going to play at night and they're going to play on the weekends. So that right there, I believe, was probably when they were doing server maintenance. The one
this was down for maintenance. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody out there took a screenshot of it and was like, "Oh my god, look how bad it's doing," or some bullshit like that. Because somebody always does that. And it's like, guys, it's maintenance. Stop being like them. Okay, stop it.
Yeah, context matters.
Need to do that.
It absolutely matters, and that's why I actually like the screenshot where, well, not the screenshot, but the over 1 week, because when you just put it at 1 week, you're like, maybe the fall off isn't so bad until you see when it first came out, until you see the release. The release was the highest peak, was the highest moment, and it fell it's lost about 30,000 people. Now it could go up again this weekend. It is the weekend after all.
Yeah, I mean, it could bring itself back up to like that 66 number.
Yeah,
that's where it was through last weekend, I think, wasn't it?
Last weekend, let's see, on Saturday it reached a high of 75. On Sunday it reached 77. And on Monday is when it came to 66, and then it kept going down until we were at our 57 number yesterday. So it could go back up.
77 bracket then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then throughout the week it's kind of gone down.
Yeah, it's bleeding players. It's not a hemorrhage, but it is still a loss. And the thing is that, I mean, again, we'll see. We'll see what comes up. I like to be kind of measured in my perception. I don't like this game. I don't think it looks good.
I don't think it's going to sell 3 million copies at this rate.
Huh?
I don't think it's going to sell 3 million at this rate. Remember, like last weekend, I was talking about it going to sell about 2 to 3 million. I don't know if it's going to hit that or not.
No. Both Switz and I were thinking that you were adorable.
Especially knowing that this is the primary platform now that they're looking at.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to hit that at all. And I thought for sure it would at least hit that.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, so if you look at the Twitch stats a little bit lower, it's showing that the all-time peak of people watching this were 518,000. The 24-hour peak was actually 28,000, but right now it's only 13,000. So
Well, this
everybody
is
who's
when it
interested,
launched.
so the 24-hour peak though, I'm thinking that was people who like the game, want to play the game, but they're at work. They're doing something else. So they're watching other people play, getting ideas or things like that. My husband would do it all the time. But now everybody who's gonna play is playing, and only 13,000 people are watching. And these are just people who are probably like me, and they're like, "I'm never gonna play this game, but I like watching other people die." So that's thoughts on High Guard. I'm My thoughts on High Guard. We did talk about it earlier in the stream. If you ever want to go back and look at it, don't do it now though. We love you here. Um, but
Yeah.
my thoughts on High Guard are probably not normal, but I wanted it to do good, not because I care, but because it's not for me again. But I kind of wanted it to do well because it was something new and different, sort of. They tried things, but I think that the reason that they failed is because of their own hubris. They didn't put out an alpha, they didn't put out a beta, they didn't do a server slam, and all of those things came out and bit them in the bar and the arse. And so they were basically just going
Them in the
around
bark.
and telling. Yes, bit them in the bollocks. And so what happened is basically you just had a bunch of people walking around telling each other how great their game was, and like, "Oh, this game is so great. Oh, yes, this game is great. I concur. This game is great. Don't you think this game is great? I think this game is
What
great. By the
happens
way,
when we
this
walk
game is
around and
great."
sniff each other's farts and think it's the best thing ever?
Yes, exactly. They kept telling themselves that their twos didn't stink and they smelled like roses. But yeah, the thing is that when it came out to players, they didn't like it. They just didn't. I think it probably was overhyped for what it was also, but when they saw that it was getting all that hype, it was incumbent upon them to make sure that they released something that was tight, that was clean, and that was as good as it could possibly be, and they did not do that thing. And it failed because of the fact that they were just so sure that they were so good, and they weren't. And so those are my thoughts on High Guard.
In reality, High Guard was just ahead of its time. Let me tell you, it was just. Listen, it's so far ahead of its time that you needed to be like born a sweat to play this game. And because you weren't, and there was too many of us filthy casuals out there, it's the only reason it couldn't continue and go on. That's what it was. It was ahead of its time.
Yeah, unlike Marathon, which is even harder, even more punishing. Like I said, the reason that Marathon is doing what it's doing right now is because they listened to their players. I don't like Bungie. I don't like this game, but I respect
But
the
they
fact
did
that
do
they
the
listened.
things that they needed to do. They
Yeah,
did that
they
server
listened to
slam,
their
they did a
players. Now,
beta.
they probably should have asked their players, would you want to play this game? Because a lot of people don't.
They also probably shouldn't have stolen assets too, because that was
Oh
a big
gosh, Bungie, why?
a big thing for a second. But
Yeah,
apparently, I guess they paid that person to use them or something.
yeah, they did. They paid him off.
So they were just like, "Look, we can pay you," and they took the payout. Which, I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, Steam player counts being public is the worst. Okay, so this was added in there too.
Yeah,
Steam
yeah. So
player counts
remember,
being public is the worst thing to happen in gaming. Really, mentally, if this game is niche and don't outperform every game. No, that's not how this works. Like holy shit. Like holy shit. Sorry, I was actually saying that, not reading. I can't put into words how stupid it is, and now it's like,
oh, go ahead, click on the next one.
is it going to be just as dumb?
Be mad. Yes.
Now this tweet isn't against Danny on PC, but after seeing the 750 what the fuck?
Yeah.
1,999,876th post about Steam numbers, I'm convinced a petition should be a start to shut down Steam DB. We should not allow to see player counts for any game anymore. How many are? Why? Like, who are these twat waffles?
Yeah. They're absolute twat waffles. But the thing is that I think that what we're getting is people who are advocating for less information just because they don't like the way people are using that information. And you know what?
That's
If
what they
people
are.
were using it like this person says, that is not an argument to have less knowledge. That is an argument to maybe make arguments about the proper application of that knowledge, basically wisdom and discernment. You should teach people how to actually use these numbers. You should refute them. And then when it turns out that you're right, because if you are right, the truth will come out. You can just go around and look very, very smug and call up those people and be like, "Hey, homie, how you doing now? How are all
Listen,
those how those prognostications going?
first
Prognostications."
off, this is not how we use DB.
No.
Okay, I know that this is a
Oh no,
dev's alt
this was
account.
absolutely not correct.
Clearly, this is dev's alt account. Because I'm almost positive that is all these are, just dev alt accounts, like their second or third accounts or whatnot.
Oh, you don't think
And-
that there are stands that are out there that are
Oh,
just
I'm sure there's definitely stands. You know, you want to talk about stands? We should have gotten to One Piece tonight.
No.
Holy fucking shit!
Okay, so I think that the thing is that
You know,
the book is always going to be better than the anime. The anime is always going to be better than the live action. That's just the way that it goes.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
that-
saw
that-
the
that's
anime, if
exactly
you read the
how it
manga,
is.
you're not going to be happy. It's like if you read the book and you watched the movie, you're going to be unhappy.
But yeah, it's like, and then you're going into a niche genre, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. It's like the only reason we're even looking at this Steam DB is because these idiots came out and said, "We have your modern agenda," because they decided to stand up in a crowded room and say, "Look at us. We're going to do better than them because they're against us for whatever reason," right?
Mhm.
That's the only reason we're looking at these people. If they didn't do that, they would have got their 412, 427 players, and nobody would have even been making fun of them at this point.
Yeah, they would have died in the darkness, and it would have been like they could have just licked each other's wounds and just been sad about it together.
Yeah, and then
But no,
moved
now
on to
you
something
have to
else.
contend with the entire world laughing at you
And now
because
we're all laughing at them instead.
and going
Because
good.
they're the ones who were like, "Yeah, we've got a modern agenda and blah blah this, that, and the other," because they had to mock another game
Yeah,
that said we're not going to deal with modern stuff.
yeah.
Or, you know, we're not going to deal with that political bullshit. We're just going to make a fun game. Like, they didn't
And you
have to stand up and say anything. Nobody knew who they were until they said that.
yeah, and the thing is that what they're trying to argue is that, you know, if this game going in a niche genre doesn't outperform every game ever released to DOA. No, most of the people that are talking about Marathon are not comparing it to other games that are not in the same genre. The main thing that people are comparing it to, well, yes, Slay the Spire, but that's not because that's just because they came out at the same time and Slay the Spire just raffle stomped it, and it's kind of funny because that's a double A as opposed to a triple A, which Marathon is. But people are actually comparing it more to Arc Raiders. And it still has not caught up to Arc Raiders, even in the lulls. So you see that there are the lulls here for Marathon. The lowest of Marathon times are like 20,000. The lowest for Arc Raiders, I think, are still in the 100,000s, like 100,000, maybe 150.
Arc Raiders Steam Show. Well, let's take a look, shall we?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Let's find their low points. Shit.
Oh no, it's at 58. My bad.
It's 50 something.
But it's still basically what Marathon is
what
inspiring.
Marathon is practically pulling.
Yeah.
At their high points. So
Yeah. Sorry, I looked at that earlier and I thought that I got those numbers right, but I was incorrect. I apologize. I'm a dumb.
Oh, I didn't show you what I got today.
Well, I'm not a dumb, but you know.
I picked that one up to show you.
Oh no, I was looking at Slay the Spire. That's what I was doing. Because I was just curious about Slay the Spire, which I think that Slay the Spire though.
Slay the Spire is not my game.
It's not for me either. It looks boring as crap to me, but
Yeah.
I'm happy that other people like it. There are plenty of games that are not for me. I am very niche, but fortunately, I am so bad at games that it takes me forever to pass them. So,
you know, the thing is, though, it looks like a game that I would play because of the deck building and stuff.
I hate deck building.
The problem is, every game I've played that has like this deck building format, I absolutely hate it. Like it is horrendous. However, they've done it for one reason or another, and I'm just like,
it just reminds
why?
me. It just reminds me of what was it? Kingdom Hearts: Chain of Memories. And I hated that game.
I hated that game. Listen,
Gosh,
I didn't play that game.
I
for
was
years.
determined because I wanted to know the end of the story because Kingdom Hearts 1 was so good. I
So
loved part 1.
I didn't know that was part of the series. Like, I
Yeah.
knew it existed. I had the thing. I could have played it. I decided not to get it because I was waiting for Kingdom Hearts 2, right?
Mhm.
Got Kingdom Hearts 2, started playing Kingdom Hearts 2, was very confused at what the fuck was going on, and then found out later, after I'm trying to piece things together, going, what the hell did I miss between 1 and 2, and found out that Chain of Memories was like 1.5 and you had to play it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that piece of shit, really? Like, you're gonna make me play that card fucking game
Yeah.
just so I can get the rest of the story so I'm caught up on 2?
Yeah.
Why? Who the thought of that? Square.
I don't
Why?
know. So
This
that's
is the
all I see
worst
when I see Slay
design
the Spire.
ever. You
It
don't
just
do
reminds
that
me
because 1
of
and 2
how
are on the
miserable I
PlayStation, and then you
yeah.
launch a third game that is required to play to get the story on a completely separate system.
Yeah. I was so I bought the HD collection, which was all 3 games. Well, no, I think it was 1, 1.5, and 2 or something like that. But I think it was 3
1.5
games in
is
1
Chain
on
of Memories, isn't it?
Hmm?
Isn't that Chain of Memories 1.5?
Yeah. So I was playing them. I was trying to play them chronologically because I had them all on one disc, and I didn't finish it. I almost finished it, and then something happened in my real life, and I couldn't start again. Well, it's not that I couldn't start again, but so much time had passed. I was like, I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember any of this story. I don't care anymore. And I remember it was cards, and they're stupid. So every time I look at Slay the Spire 2, I just remember the terrible time that I had playing Chain of Memories and just how miserable I was the whole time. Like, I wish this was over. I just want to know what happens. I just want to know.
That is actually when I played Chain of Memories for the first time too, by the way. Was that HD
Yeah.
collection. That was the first time I played it because at that point I knew it was necessary. I mean,
Mhm.
granted, I kind of figured it out because I played through 2 all the way, and I was like, okay, well, we had a fight. We've been fighting this organization, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, and piecing things together, but oh my gosh, it was rough trying to play that game. I hated it so much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of Kingdom Hearts battle system to begin with.
It was
So
meh.
adding cards to the mix did not make me happier.
Yeah, I did not play it for the battle system. I played it for the story. I needed to know what happened.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, so yeah, their lulls are in the 200 range,
Yeah.
200,000 for Slay the Spire of all things.
So I wonder if we could just it would be cool if we could actually take it out by country by region because I think that it's mostly the Asian countries that are playing it at these really peak highs, and the lows are mostly America is waking up and playing it now. It's kind of like Black Myth Wukong, because I've heard that it's really big in China.
I don't
Slay
know.
the
What
Spire,
is
not
GMT
Wukong. Wukong was
minus 4?
But yeah, it's like the inverse of marathon or arc raiders. But comparing it to arc raiders, which is an apples to apples sort of thing, even arc raiders is like their numbers kind of lull. They go up and they go down. Like during the week, they dipped from the weekend when they were like Sunday it was 235 and Saturday it was 226. But during the week, yeah, it was 179, it was 155, it was 161, it was 159. And even today, it looks like it hit a high of 169, which is still, lower than last weekend. So, I mean, this game is, it's not going up, let's say that. But it's
Well, it's holding in there.
yeah, it's still doing well. Like these numbers are still acceptable. So even though it's falling off a little bit, it's still acceptable numbers. 55,000, even 70,000 is probably not really acceptable. Let's say that puts it at like since this is the primary platform, but we still want to give them some numbers. Let's say that's about maybe like 125,000 across all platforms. That's not great. It's not great for a game that costs this much money. They did so much with their marketing as well. It is just such an expensive game.
That sucks.
And it's a AAA title. And like I said, I don't like Bungie. I don't like this game. but just looking at it as objectively as I possibly can, being all human and stuff, I don't see this. I don't see this doing particularly well, um, or not resulting in some sort of layoffs of some sort. Like, there's gonna have to be a reshaping because PlayStation does not like to play with their money for all their talk of like PlayStation, we play games. No, you don't. So they're very serious about their dollary dues, and
Tired. I gotta get
yeah,
up in the morning. I
we'll
gotta
just see
go
how it
out
goes though.
with
But
it
I don't think that this game is doing.
at
It's not
8
doing
a.m.
gangbusters, and I think that it's got to be a huge disappointment to Bungie. And
Yeah.
it's too bad because I mean I actually like some of the developers or some of the people who actually work on the team because back when I wasn't mad at Bungie for what they did to Destiny, um I would actually watch with
Hey,
my
just
husband some
get off
like they would have people on who'd work on the game and they
here.
were so passionate. They really loved what they were doing. They were like total nerds. They just loved it. Like some of it they were like, yeah, it's like the Kamehameha, and then there were some things where you could literally see like a one-to-one um well, not a one-to-one, but a pretty close homage to various anime. Like there was, like you said, there was one that was like a Kamehameha, and there was another one that was kind of like what's his name, Colonel Mustang, his snap where it does the fire. There was a
Yeah.
move in there was an ult, I think it was in Destiny 2 where you would snap and that would be like you would like blow somebody up. It was great. It was fantastic. It was super cool. And these people really had a lot of passion in it. But the thing is that they're run by people who just for whatever reason have decided that they want to put activism in games and that they're more interested in
I
being
think a lot
considered.
of those people just don't exist at the companies anymore either, though. And the few that do have been browbeaten down into submission, like you know, Ian in World of Warcraft. Like he's been there for so long, you'd
Yeah.
think he would know what's good for the game and stuff, but still goes along with these ideas, and it's like,
Yeah, because the thing is that it takes a lot to admit that the thing that you loved is gone, that the thing that you loved
yeah.
is dead.
And I think a lot of the people who did that, like the people who used to be passionate about these things, they're long gone. And for like World of Warcraft, it was when Activision came in and started changing the entire operation.
Yeah.
So I forgot who it was in an interview. He was talking about how when they were there still, and or the representative from Activision pretty much was like, "Look, you're now in the big leagues, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's time to start acting like one. Acting like you belong or something like that." And it's just like, and that's what killed your company. It's like you left, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't hold them back anymore. And then, they killed the company because now they're in the big leagues. And the big leagues isn't full of nerds. But the nerds is what built this company and most of these gaming companies.
Yeah.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but without them, you ain't got a gaming company.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's too bad. But I'm still mad at Bungie because they killed Destiny. But
Destiny dead.
they really did. I mean, and the thing is that when you really look at what Destiny was, and then you compare it to what Marathon is just such a more shallow experience. I mean, even if there is, there's like, oh, there's deep lore in it and all that jazz. It's great. But that doesn't change anything. That doesn't really give me a why to do all of these things. Destiny gave you a why. You were part of a story. You were this character that was trying to save the world. Like in Marathon, you're just out to get loot. I mean, there's a story behind it, but the story is that you're like part of a consciousness. I guess your body died. You're part of a consciousness, and there's this evil corporation because there's always evil corporations, and you're just trying to I guess outwit it or something like that. But I'm like, yeah, but don't you kind of like forever just live in the box? Like you're just always in the computer and you're just running these missions.
Yeah,
So
you're just going back to the next shell that's available at that point.
yeah, without your gun that you spent money on the cosmetics for the
Yeah.
for one time. But yeah.
for that one time.
Yeah, but
It's like
we'll
I
keep
heard
our eye
about
on it.
that.
We'll see
They're just
what
like, oh
goes on
yeah,
with
you
it.
unlock a sticker, but then you have to unlock copies of the sticker to add them to other guns and stuff. And it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I remember hearing about the shader issue the first time, and I also asked the same thing then too. It was like,
Yeah,
why
the vaulting was
would
awful.
you buy a thing that you or get a thing that you can only use one time? And like, what if you mess up? Like, what if you apply it to the wrong thing, or you do it and you don't like how it looks now, and now you
Well,
want
they
to
would
do
say
it
that's a you
something else?
problem.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely a you problem now, right? Um, but you got those stickers on guns and stuff, and it's like I remember Halo having decals, like Halo Infinite, like its multiplayer has decals and stuff that
Mhm.
you can put onto your guns, like little stickers and things.
Mhm.
And once you unlock it, you could just put it on every gun. So every time you pick up a Magnum, it's going to have that one little, pink skull or something on the hand or like on a part of it, right? Wherever it
Mhm.
is they place it. Every time you pick up a Magnum, it's always going to be that way.
Yeah.
But you can also put it on the battle rifle too. So you've got like that green skull on the side of the battle rifle. So any battle rifle you pick up, it's going to do that. In fact, Fortnite even has that concept. You unlock a skin for a weapon, you can apply it to all the weapons. You
Yeah,
can
but
also apply it to various vehicles like boats and stuff too if you wanted. And then
But
you've
Bungie
got
spent a lot of money. They owe
yeah,
Sony so
you got
many dollars.
Bungie over here. It's like one use, one time. You got to find another one. What? That's no.
yeah, especially in a game that's like this where you lose all your stuff anytime that you fail. Yeah.
Yeah, that would just nope, nope, nope. Anyway,
Yeah, and the thing is
that's right.
that God forbid you have like a family life, and one of your disabilities acts up, well, say goodbye to all your cute stuff, you can't just yeet
Pretty
and get
much
out.
long gone. Let's see, put that there.
Yeah. Es muy difícil. Pero yeah, I'm thinking that it's just we'll keep our eye on it. We'll see what goes on. I mean, it would be interesting if, our prognostications turn out to be wrong, but right now prognosis is kind of negative. It's not Concord, but it's probably more like Shadows, where it's just going to be meh and uninspiring.
Yeah, unfortunately. Anyway, with
But
that,
good thing we have Steam so that we know the numbers.
yeah, no. Luckily, we got Steam, so we can see the numbers. Anyone who doesn't want us to wants to hide something at this point.
Yes.
All right, so
Anyway,
I guess this is say words now. Okay,
yeah,
cool. Well,
this is where
I
we
am
yeah.
playing we are still playing through Wind Waker. We wound up spending almost 4 hours because I kept getting interested in the next thing and I kept going one more thing. But yeah, had a lot of fun playing this game. It's really really fun. So many little puzzles, so much whimsy and I like this game. I played it once, way back in the day, back in the day of GameCube, and yeah, it's just a really fun little romp. So yeah, come
Ricky,
join
tell me it's good.
Thursdays at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, okay, my name is Mediocre Gamer Girl. I am a mediocre gamer, okay? But I am very, very joyful about it. So, come in, laugh, have some laughs and a little bit of frustration. And yeah, look forward to seeing you. I did
Yeah,
say the
never
time,
mind
right?
the fact that you
Thursday,
can't hit
4
this
p.m.
guy.
Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. For everybody else, I believe in you.
You know what? You should throw a pot at him.
I couldn't. You have to hit him with a sword.
You
You have
keep
to
getting
like beat
knocked
up the
out.
old
He
man with a
blocks
sword.
everything.
And the thing
Blocks
is that
everything.
so in this area, like the targeting is a little bit whacked. And so sometimes it would just kind of miss him. And so I was like, okay, maybe if I get him in a corner. But then when he does, there's a certain move that he does, there's a sound that he'll make. Well, that the hit will make. And you can't
Oh
hit him
god.
anymore. And he's just going to hit you. So you have to get out of the way. So there's an A to counter. But if you're close to a wall, well, it's just going to like roll you into the wall and you get hit anyway. So yeah, that was interesting. That took me a couple of tries to get right, but it's fine. It's fine. I said it's fine. So
All right. Well, the links for it all in the description down below. By the
what
way,
are
if
you
anyone
doing this
wants to
week?
go anywhere and watch this live.
Yes. Yes, you will watch.
Me, I always catch things after the fact for the most part, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Hey, and you have like one dedicated hater. My guy, I got two. What's up?
Anyway,
what are you up to this week?
so geez, I don't know. I'm working. That's what I'm doing. Working.
Yeah,
working.
we're all working. We're neither you're neither maidenless nor jobless. And yet you look at SteamDB. Curious.
Yeah, no.
Oh, this is it when the targeting system was like acting funky. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to this thing over here. Anyway, so what I'll probably be doing is playing this Pokemon Fire Red.
Oh, so exciting.
Because playing this kind of thing is my jam.
You look like you're having the time of your life, I will say.
Not so much through this tunnel, because this tunnel is long and there's nothing really there but items you can maybe find if you want to sit there and hit A everywhere. And yeah, I was doing a lot of running back and forth on this one real quick for some stuff. So yeah, not so much. But there was a thing that happened like right down in here that was just freaking great. So everything down in this cave is like level it is lower level than I am, right?
Oh, so now you're just raffle stomping everything.
And then boom, there's this 29 Doug trio that just out of nowhere shows up, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna die.
Did you survive?
And then I realized while fighting it that all its moves are ground moves for the most part. And my bug has flying. It's a bug flying, so
yeah,
ground moves or flying type Pokemon are immune to ground moves.
Which makes sense.
So when 3 of his 4 moves are ground, he can't touch my flying Pokemon at all. And then he pulled out right at the end, he pulled out a Fury Swipe, which is a normal move that can hit me, and I was like, oh no, this might actually one-shot me if it keeps going. But no,
Did you make it? Did you survive? We've got to know.
It was great. You got to show up for this kind of stuff. Look at this. I'm like on the edge of my seat here.
Yeah, it doesn't transfer as well to your face, but we'll believe it. Sure.
Look at this. He uses Fury Swipe right then when I'm trying
to
sleep. I'm just like, no, no.
Hit 3 times. Oh my gosh.
That move can hit 5. It can hit 5. If it hit 5, would have been down. But no, we go ahead and we catch it. And this was the first one I ran into, and I ran into a second one going back through this cave that almost fucked me up.
Oh, you caught them.
I caught it. It was great. It was great. Hell, I'm wearing the same damn shirt anyway. Look, yes, this was peak gameplay right here.
You know what? Okay, I don't find these games very interesting to watch, but I was literally like, you were saying words, and I was like, shut up, dude. I got to know if you survived.
I'm saying words. Anyway, I gave it a perfect nickname, and I never nickname these things, but this one was great. I loved it, and I had to put him on my team, so I have a level 29 to back up my level 19s and 22s.
Of course.
Yeah.
Dig
anyway, so if you want to see me play this, we're going to do it on Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we don't play anything. We do this, Gaming with a Side of Salt, where we talk about shit. and developers call us maidenless for looking at DB chart.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're going to risk it. We'll be fine.
But yeah, links, of course, for everything is down in the description down below if you want to go check out Meg or one of our other friends like Daramuth or Misfit, Nicholas. Everybody's got a link down there. Of course, you got links to my Rumble, Twitter, Twitch, Taco, YouTube, TikTok.
TikTok?
The other things, I don't know. TikTok. This place, TikTok. Listen, I just started naming words and hoped one of them was a social media site of this.
Oh, how do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah. So if you want to follow us on other things, I got a link down there for mine. You can follow me and find other people through it, I guess. With all that, though, I think this is it. That's it. We say goodnight, right? We say goodnight.
We say goodnight. Bye,
goodnight.
guys.
Adios.
Every week.
Did it play? like I keep clicking the button and nothing's happening. Oh my gosh. Oh, I give up. Listen, I can't even end the stream right now because it refuses to let me.
I'm in charge. All right, I'm gonna leave now, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend and stay away from marathon. Anyway. Oh, you're still here. Why are you still here? I was gonna leave the stream.
Well, I was trying to end the stream.
We'll do it.
I had to reload it.
Oh, you have to start and then you have to turn it off and turn it on again to turn it off. I get
Yeah.
it. All right.